So, it is the bottom of the ninth for the Carrion crew, and I'm pretty sure I called you guys the Doomsday crew. I'm just gonna, y'all are the crew. That is your name. You cannot change it. It is the bottom of the ninth. Several of us are without gear, clothes, spells. Some of us are poisoned. I think Anthony's doing just fine.
I'm pretty disease-ridden.
Everyone is very sick. Everyone is sad. And that means, well, there's only one thing to do. Let's run the dungeon, right? My name is Tommy. Welcome back to Arbitrary Cradle of Filth quote. That is our Carrion Crown patron adventure, as always. Emmy is a little behind. Poor Emmy's pupper got sick and had to get ran to the vet. Fortunately, she should be joining us relatively soon. Not that it matters, because she's out of spells and has no gear, but sad times for everyone. In any case, Emmy preemptively, as well as Robin, Anthony, thank you guys for your patronage. Chewie, thanks for wiping out your monitor with your chair, but still soldiering on, hanging out with us today. Since you guys can only, of course, see this beautiful mug right here, we're going to run... I still don't know how mirrors work. Jeez. We're going to run down the line from the tokens for our in-character reflection for that hero point, so you can put a voice to an image. And we start with, well, he's got a potato sack and a creepy vampire sword. And has some diseases. I'm very glad I remembered to write down who has what diseases. I surely would have forgotten. It is Edgar, Xavier, and Chewie. You have the floor, my friend. In-character reflection, please remember to tell us your race, your class, what you're playing, all that fun stuff.
Alright, I am a Dampier Nosferatu born, and I am Edgar Xavier, Vampire Hunter class, and yes, I do have a creepy sentient vampire sword inside my hand. And as of what happened in the past one, I have never seen so many diseases, so much filth and plagues, pestilence. I just can't wait till this 1 month is over. I can just only pray that the council gives us favor, pardons, and lets us live another day. Because right now, in the end, our fate is in the council's hands. Hopefully, whatever we find here in the prison can help us. Or we find a clue to the V. With that lady's name, something. That is all we can hope for.
Fair enough, my friend. The hero point is yours as we go to the man with many magic things that he will summon forever. You gotta keep me apprised of what you will be summoning, Anthony, so I can make sure I dig out the proper token art. Just eagles? Okay, so we just need just
eagles until level 5.
And then what? What after that, though?
I don't know after that right now.
Damn it!
But we're not level 5 until much later.
Indeed. Fair enough. So it'll just be Squadron Hawks for you. Hopefully you'll figure out how to get those claw blades. Anyway, that's a magic joke. We pass now to the big scary guy in the back who makes all the eagles do his fighting for him. Anthony, you have the floor, brother.
My character is Molden, the Oni spawn tiefling that is a monster tactician inquisitor. I'm contemplating why I'm still in this town. The only reason is there was someone I once knew that passed away, and we only had a brief encounter, but he did, want me to do something important, and I don't know if I can do it by myself, and the rest of my party seems to be unable to stay out of trouble, and this town seems to just not want our help. I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do left. I might have to just try to lay low and bide my time, and once the council ends up voting against my party members that I am currently with, I might just have to hide in town and stay anonymous. That's all I got.
Fair enough. So we'll see that Molden will survive when the town decides to kill all of you for being horrible people. He'll just oath of anonymity out. Take your point, my friend. Emmy will be, as soon as Emmy drops, I'm going to just shout at her to give me an in-character reflection and just try to startle her as hard as possible. Shh, don't anyone tell. But
I can see him holding on to his two eagles and say, "Fly away, fly away."
just whoop, 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 whoop. Actually, it's not a tiefling. It's a loxodon. It's an elephant people. Anyway, bottom of the order is the man with many spells, the man with a couple spells. The man is a low-level spellcaster, and it's not his fault. The man, the myth, the shadow. Emmy says that monitor is almost as disgusting as the ball of who knows what might. Aw. Emmy's throwing shade in the Discord. Whatever. Robin, who are you? What are you playing? How you doing in character reflection? Go!
Yes, I'm playing Geldan Dunkelschatten, the Shadow Sorcerer, and currently the most sick person in the party. I seem to have the unfortunate of catching more diseases than everyone else. I feel a bit like I'm the Pokemon Cup Master, gotta catch them all or something. Yeah, currently I don't even know the names of all the diseases as I have possibly caught. Not just rats, there were like sturges too. It's a real vermintide. Thank God it's just normal rats and not Skaven. Those are even worse. But now we actually get to do something. I feel like we are actually making progress. And because before in the town, no matter what we tried, we seemed to get to the dead ends. Mainly because the townspeople really don't like us, which I can understand. They don't like outsiders in the first place, and then the whole grave robbery and whatnot really didn't help with our party's image. Oh well. But now I feel things are going better. It felt really good to burn those rat swarms to the ground, make them nice and toasty. If things keep going this way, maybe things are going uphill from now on. Even so, I don't feel like any more dealings with the townspeople gonna turn out that well. I have trouble imagining the trials will turn out well. But if we want to make that happen, we need to get something done, and this seems to be the best thing we can do right now. This ruin, there's something hidden here.
Good enough. Take that hero point, my friend, and we are going to dive into the map. But get out of there, Tommy. You're in the way of the map. There we go. Okay, so first thing, we're going to try a little something new. I haven't been in Roll20 for a little while. I've been playing on Fantasy Grounds. If this comes out as really loud, remember you can turn it down on your end. In the comments on YouTube, if this is way too loud, someone tell me so I can fix it. But boom plus bam equals the mood music. Blah, words are hard. I'm sleepy. That's necessary for a horror game. In case it was unclear, as you guys are searching around, also over here is a little shack. You may not be able to tell from the dynamic lighting. You can kind of see it. And the floor is yours, my friends.
Well, I'm still somewhat far away from the group, so the first thing that Calvin will do is catch up to everyone else.
The first thing Tommy will do is open the AP. That's important. Nope, we're winging it today. Haha. Anyway.
Let's go check out the shack then, eh?
Yeah, I think that's where the vermin came from.
I agree.
Make sure there are not more of them.
Okay, so really quickly to do a thing. Well, bam, boom. You guys know the vermin came from over here. There's like a little guard tower at the top of the wall, and they came out of that.
Oh, okay. So they didn't come from the shack,
They did not.
but from the guard tower.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to check out that guard tower too?
Might as well.
Yeah. Better not leave anything unturned. This place seems to be our current only lead, and I really don't want to overlook anything.
Okay.
The professor did die exploring this area, so yes. Seems prudent to find out why, and maybe his death wasn't an accident.
Well, I hope for miracles of finding scrolls that cure all diseases.
There's just a potion of heal sitting in the shack. You fine. You're so fine. Okay, so is it the shack first, team?
Sure.
I think that's because we're right next to it, so check first.
Alrighty. Hit me with that sweet perception check.
Oh yeah, I'm so good at
I
that.
knew from my character sheet.
Let's roll that amazing straight d20.
I mean, you could do really well. Boom! Oh wait, that was.
Well, I think we can. Do we still need to roll?
Nah. Malden is on point. Malden approaches the shack. This small brick manor house is overgrown with thick sheets of gray-green ivy. The roof sags ominously, and the front door hangs askew. Looking inside, it's a mess. The door has hung askew for who knows how long. There are several holes in the ceiling. Clearly somebody lived here at one point, but when Harrowstone itself went to ruin, so too did this place. As far as there's anything in there, you would have to explore, move some stuff around. It's all just like, all of the stuff that was in there has been thrown around. And like in such a way that exploring would take a while. You would need to, though the shack itself is not super big, it's a matter of go in, move the thing, look around, go in, move the thing, look around, over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Which doesn't seem very prudent. At least because the professor died next to the main building. Nothing of immediate danger here.
Yeah, I think we should just throw in a quick detect evil, detect undead, and detect magic just to be sure, and then leave this place. And
Sure.
I'm detecting.
I detect magic.
Okay. So let me. Do not look where the ruler is going, because I'm just gonna point back to here. I want to get a. Well, you know what? Here's what I'll do. Come here, Chewie. You're my new buddy.
Yes.
You have
All right.
60 feet. Is that right? Your detect of the stuff.
Yeah, it's like the spell.
All right. Sweet.
Send it.
R01, you can see it. You cannot edit it. Bang! Everything in the yellow. Everything the light touches is Chewie's detect undead. Right now, the only thing that pings is right here. The front door to Harrowstone.
Well, that's the first time that something actually pinged.
I say there's something there as I point to the front door. It's undead.
An ominous wind picks up and blows in the direction of the front door to Harrowstone.
There's no undead in the shack.
The shack also does not ping anything evil or magic.
Should we check the guard tower too?
I'm gonna do that same thing. Here we go. Hold up. So we'll do evil is undead. Blue is magic. Someone's gonna have to help me remember that. I certainly will forget. Aura 1C edit. There's detect magic. And for Molden, Moldy, red is for his detect alignment.
Hey, Chewie, we make a sweet green.
You do. Wait till I throw some bread in there. It's gonna be gross. The alignments don't pick up anything. I'm pretty sure Asiri's not evil. And there's nothing magical to pick up on her anymore because she got arrested. Once upon a time, you might have got a familiar. I imagine, well, Geldern doesn't ping Geldern with detect magic. Anyway.
I believe, what's his name? Sorry. Chewie's character, the Inquisitor, he probably would detect his whatever alignment he is.
Fair, yeah. Anybody with a, like, you would detect the non-neutral components in everyone's alignment. That's fair. Anyway.
I'm neutral good.
An NG and a CN, and I believe Asiri is NG as well. Okay, so we want to go explore the towers, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Might as well take a quick look.
Yeah, but we don't want to risk that something comes from behind and stabs us in the back.
Of course. How long did those eagles stick around? Minutes per level, is that right?
Yes, 3 minutes.
Gotcha. You got plenty of
So
time.
I don't know however long you decide. That's fine by me because I can do it 6 times a day.
Got you. So really quickly, as you guys are moving, the last person to move away from the shack was Geldern. Can Geldern give me a reflex save, please?
Yeah, sure. Reflex. 13.
13. I think that is the DC, isn't it? It is not. Okay, fair enough. So as you guys go in the direction of the tower and move away from the shack, there's an ominous sound of creaking wood followed by a sharp snap as the entire ceiling of that shack gives way. As this happens, Molden and what's his name? His name is Edgar. I don't know what just happened to me. They both are able to move away in time, but as soon as Geldern starts walking, it gives out, and dodging tries to happen. The dodging is a failure, and several amounts of bric-a-brac fall on your face, and that's that. So that means our sorcerer takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage as rubble falls on top of you. You don't get pinned or anything, it just hurts. You get like wanged in the back of the head by a bit of rotten wood.
Yeah, I guess Geldon stumbles forward and barely catches himself, reaches the hand back to the back of his head and reaches forward and sees like blood and it's like, that hurt like a...
Indeed. And if you guys could perception check for the tower.
I'm not feeling great. That illness also gave me con damage.
Chewie, my brother, if you could roll better than a d12 for your perception, I truly would appreciate it.
Yep.
My head
Nice!
hurts really bad. I don't see anything. My vision is still blurry from the pain.
Geldern just sees birds flying around his head, little like shadow ravens, just whoop, 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 flying around his head. Okie dokie. We go to
It's
tower.
like Molden. You can summon even more birds now. It's impressive.
An old stone tower. Its wooden roof collapsed, and its crumbling walls, thick with ivy, extends a further 10 feet above the 20-foot-high wall here. The tower is, with the exception of rat droppings, is completely empty. You could certainly, the roof has collapsed, but you could still use that as well as, here, and basically just those two towers, if you wanted to get up on the wall.
I think you just marked stuff that's actually still black for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't
we can't see anything.
Yeah.
It was like anything behind here. It's like we can't see.
Got you. So that's up on the wall. You can't see there because of the dynamic lighting. But if I were to, for example, I'm gonna. Geldern's going on a trip. Now Geldern should be able to see on the wall.
Yeah.
And Geldern's going back off his trip, back to the floor. There you go.
And I'm gonna remove all those squares. At least I'm trying to.
Thank you. Oh, Wither Sands.
Did I remove all of them? Okay. I hope I removed all of them.
Yeah, you did. Well, there's a boom.
So far, so good. We searched 2 places, found nothing.
Yeah.
And a rock fell and hit somebody in the head.
Rocks fell and no one died. You guys are doing great. That's literally the job.
That's true. That's true. Nobody has died from rocks falling yet.
Yeah.
This party has been fairly cursed through most of this adventure.
Yeah, I do feel.
Not been cursed with me.
Even so, we have a shaman who's manipulating luck to our favor. I still feel like we have the worst of luck.
Yeah, right?
Just imagine how bad it would be if you weren't around to give us extra luck.
Indeed.
Shall we go into the clearly haunted place that is probably going to kill one of us?
Well,
and I do not constantly spam detect alignment because I don't want to do that. That would take a lot of time, and my character would probably get stunned by plenty of stronger, beings and entities if I did that, especially in this area.
Accurate. Okay, sure. Alright, then I wish there was a quick, leave that aura on, turn that aura off feature in Roll20. That would be super good. Alright, so just let me know if you want to have an aura and I'll kick it back on.
For sure.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Chewie should probably activate this once again, so we can keep track of that undead that pinged at the door.
Okay. So what I'm seeing is, are we entering the prison at Harrowstone?
Yep.
Yes.
New map time! Boom! Okie dokie. If
Alright.
everybody... I think his Siri might still be putting off light. I used her to make sure the dynamic light... Okay, she is tight. Super dope. Alrighty, so, bang. If you guys could make a perception check for me, please.
I hope everyone make peace with a maker.
Make peace with your gods.
Am I even on
kids.
this map?
I'm sorry, Anthony?
I don't see anything on this map.
Just scroll down. It's
I did scroll down.
okay. That's
Oh,
weird.
yep, hold
Okay.
up, I got you. Hang on. Bang! There you go.
Did you not give him any token?
He may or may not.
Hey, 3, you killed 31. I think you see everything.
Sees all the things.
Who got a
Speaking of
31?
I'm quite happy that
Oh.
my teammates
Woohoo!
have been picking up my stack.
Indeed.
I've been rolling terribly with it comes to perception check, but my teammates have already rolled 2 natural 20s.
Killing it. Okay,
Yeah.
so everybody should see their tokens. You walk up, you approach the thing. Chewie has a thing. Things. I guess I just like saying the word thing. Where? Okay. So you guys stand out in front of the door at the moment. The door is closed. The door just kind of sits hanging there ominously. Above you, oh, rather, a 2-story stone building looms in the center of the prison grounds. Ivy and moss cling tenaciously to the walls, while above, the wooden shingles of the roof are often missing entirely, exposing the wooden rafters of the upper structure to the sky. Here and there, leering stone gargoyles perch on the eaves, once functioning as drain spouts and decorations, but now seeming almost to serve a more ominous role of sentinels. Many of these stone decorations have crumbled away and lie in ruined piles on the soggy ground below. Windows in the building's facade are narrow and blocked by grills of rusty iron bars. Stone columns support a slumping wooden balcony over the building's wooden front doors. Oh, I lied. Fair enough, the doors are open. Both of which hang askew and reveal dark glimpses of the chamber within.
I can remember having heard that part about the gargoyles before, but I don't think I remember the rest. So either this was a repeat, or the gargoyle part repeats.
You guys know... Oh, what do you know? You know nothing, Johnson. The gargoyles came up discussing the professor. You guys know that they... Oh, we moved in. Okay, perception checks from...
That they are just another perception check. Oh, okay.
As now we have moved into Harrowstone proper. Nice. Don't need to wait for me to exposition. Here we go.
I'm consistent with my rolls.
You are. That's good. That's so good. I'm proud of you. Okay. This was
I'm
once a
not.
wide hall flanked by a pair of waiting rooms, but the foyer to Harrowstone lies in ruins. With little left to hold up the ceiling, the wooden beams above sag dramatically. The wall to the north contains a large pair of open doors. There is a door here, there is a door here, and there is a door... I know sometimes the dynamic lighting doesn't break, so sometimes you get little peeps through the wonders of the map not syncing to the grid. And there is a wall here, or a door here, rather, for a total, and a door here, for a grand total of 4.
Plus the one we went through, which would be 5.
Yes, fine, there's a door to get out of the dungeon, sure. If you have to have it that way, jeez.
Well, there are enough situations in which those doors suddenly close down, not open again, so I guess that is important to point out.
Well, which way should we start?
Should we follow the right-hand rule?
Sounds like a good rule to follow. Start with the right.
Okie dokie. So, you walk up to the door on the right. The door is surprisingly sturdy for a very abandoned prison, such as this is. You open the door. The door is not locked. When that happens, Bang. Bang is a good word that I used. All of you see, flying out from the door into the room, several badly burnt faces, ectoplasmically flying forth, shrieking as they fly out the door, veer out, and leave Harrowstone into the sky. As that happens, a haunt.
That might not be good. That might not be good.
So when that happens, don't metagame. Well, kind of metagame, I guess. Who is first through the door? I see Molden's token is the closest.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Probably
currently.
me.
Yeah, I think I'm currently the furthest away.
Molden moves into the room, and the door slams shut behind him.
Mm.
And I would be moving into this room.
Okie dokie. Boom.
See?
Boom.
See, that's why it's important if doors open or close.
Indeed. And the party has well and truly been split. If Molden could give me a perception check.
I have one of those.
He's all alone. Till he summons a bunch of eagles. Okie dokie. Doing a scroll. Several rows of wooden benches, all spotted with mold and sagging with neglect, face a stage walled off from the rest of the room by a wall of iron bars. As you walk in here, yeah, you're basically right there. Oh, I put you right there. That's so mean. Okay. Another haunt triggers, basically as soon as Molden steps in. Dang. This is mean. It wants you to die a miserable death. Let me just grab the haunt real quick on my phone, because this is an older AP. They don't necessarily have it all figured out yet in terms of where to put things. The room where you're standing gets... Well, actually, make a perception check.
I did.
Oh, yeah,
Do I need to make another one?
fair enough. Yeah, we'll let the 29 right. There was a perception to get the room, then a perception to notice the haunt. In any case, the room, the temperature where you're standing drops rapidly. Below freezing. It was already kind of cold out. Now it drops down to, like, dead of winter temperatures. And if you could give me some kind of save, a fortitude save, please.
I have one of those.
Okay, and with flying colors, you pass. Each touches in. Ooh, my. Okay, that's a lot scarier than I thought it would be. As that happens, Molden feels something touch his shoulder. Yeah. The fort save negates the scariest part about it. You won't take any strength damage, but you will.
Jesus, they really love the ability damage in this RP.
They do. This thing is a grind. It's unfortunate you didn't send Chewie. 5 negative energy damage.
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, it would have. It gets really cold. Chewie's wounds knit.
Yeah, it gets cold. Chewie, you feel healed. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Ghost.
You're welcome, Chewie. They all fly out Harrowstone. Okay.
Chewie's like, you really helped out, bro.
Well, what do you do, team?
Is there anything else going on? You said I triggered two haunts.
You triggered 2 haunts in the span of like 2 seconds, but that was the door slamming and the coldness. Nothing else happens right now.
Okay, and do I feel like it would continue, or do I feel like it's done?
It is still cold.
It's still cold. Okay. Do I notice anything anything in the area that triggered maybe the haunt? Or is there anything like a source?
Not that you can see. You're a smart cookie. There's a stage here. You're standing on the stage, it's cold.
Is the door unable to be opened?
You try the door.
Yeah.
And boom, bang, boom, hurrah.
Not a hard triggered.
The door is now locked.
Hmm.
Though that is strange because there's clearly no means of locking it.
Mm-hmm. And then, is there bars or something in this little area here, or what is that?
Oh, that's
that
the
I see?
dynamic lighting syncs weird. There's a door here as well. Whoop, sorry, I'm on the thing still. There's a door, there's a door, there's a door. For a total of 3. And really quickly,
Sure.
if you could give me another fortitude save.
I'm gonna end up dying.
Welcome to Pathfinder.
Right.
Negative energy damage.
The negative energy damage definitely happens. It
Not
should have
strength
been
damage.
Chewie. 5 points of negative energy damage, and for that fort save, it is a number. I'll tell you that. It's definitely a number. I gotta dig it out. Hang on. I moved a lot.
When you get out of that room, you can tell us what happens to me first.
Chewie, go in there. It's gonna be so great for you. I promise. Negative energy. Hurrah! Cold spot is what that is. I think it's 12 passes. I forget though. It's either a. Oh yes, it just passes. It's really
Just imagine
cold,
cheap.
but it's not so bad as to fall apart.
I guess I'll try to search this drawer here, or this table here. Is there something there, maybe?
If you could give me a perception
And
check.
are there any bodies or anything? I mean, I don't. What's in the room? What? I don't
Basically, there's
know.
just that podium and a bunch of wooden benches. As you move closer to the pew, or not the pew, the thing sitting at the front of the stage, it gets colder. There's nothing there.
Well, that's always fun. I'll try to get out over here then, I guess.
Okay. That door is also locked. And if you could make one more fortitude save for me. And it just passes again. Skin of your teeth. However, shabam, man, 5 points of negative energy damage.
That's
Where
a
you
lot
step,
of-
Very consistent as well.
where you are now, you are like as you get to the door and you try to open it, the door sticks. But as you like get where the door is,
I'm
it stops
glad
being.
that-
It's no longer cold.
Hmm.
I'd be down with the ground already.
I guess while this is all happening, Geldern, Edgar, what do?
Yeah, I would probably in the meantime just foot around action magic missile the door.
Okay.
Yeah, like knock on the door, try to push the door.
Okay.
I tried to just blow up the door.
Which door?
The door
The
that
door that closed.
You want to just
Try to
blast
get
it with a
my
magic
teammate.
missile? Okay.
Yeah,
Sure. Magic missiles are force damage, right?
yeah.
Which means hardness
Cool.
doesn't matter. So, just looking at that is that, this is that, the doop-a-doo, open to that because of that. Okay. Yeah, sure, roll damage.
Okay. Nine damage to
Not
the
bad.
door.
So 2 magic
Yeah,
missiles
that's
slam
almost-
into the door.
Almost
There's-
max.
Indeed. There's definitely a sound of wood creaking, and you can see a little bit of darkness. It's dark in here also. As the missiles slam in, and then Chewie pushes on it. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, I'm trying to push it open,
Alright, my friend, that is a strength check.
Alright. My strength. Okay. Sorry, send me a water wall. It's hard on mobile.
No, of course. If you ever want me to roll for you, also, just let me know the mods, and I'm more than happy.
Alrighty.
Despite Chewie's best efforts, the door fails to move.
What did I roll? I don't have the thing.
You rolled a 4 plus 4, so an
Mhm.
8.
Oh, that ain't good.
And then I see a 13 plus 4, which is that number, which is you push into it, and it's not quite enough. As like the door's been hit with a couple of magic missiles, and you put your shoulder in and push, and you kind of slip it first. That's probably around the time that you have to dodge the magic missiles, actually. And then push again, and the door leans in dangerously, but you can't quite get it, and you like slip in.
He's probably pushing like in the middle to have the most space while I'm trying to like get where the hinges are of the door to blast it out.
Makes sense.
Blast it off the hinges.
Okay.
Well, I would give it a second round of magic missiles.
Alrighty, give me that damage. That's enough. The door in certain spots is kind of rotten and moldy and gross. And as you fire in this time, bang, boom, the door kind of just explodes in a mess of splinters and sadness into the room. And you guys see what I have described to Molden.
Alright, I want to walk in if I can.
Yeah.
This path.
I action for the round's done, but Chewie can still act, so I can get into the room.
If Chewie can make a fortitude save for me, please.
Alright.
It's really cold.
My fortitude is a +2.
Understood. I will roll that for you, my friend. Raw 1d that plus who is boo. Okay. So the good news is 5 points. Man, that's the fourth one. Jeez. 5 points of negative energy damage to the damn fear. I assume is much less scary. That should heal you, right?
I'm being healed.
Yeah, it's you know if that were to have touched a people, it would have like you can probably look over to Molden and see where like he has almost like frostbite. It doesn't harm you. You instinctively know that's because it's negative energy. But that said, my friend.
Quick question: do I see a change happening on him?
You do not.
Okay.
I wish it was frostbite, because at least then that would have been cold damage.
Yeah.
I'm just like sure, because I'm going to step into that and going to take damage next turn.
That makes sense. I guess actually, if either of you have ranks in spellcraft, you certainly could roll it.
Oh.
Not quite Geldern. Geldern hasn't been exposed yet, but Molden,
okay.
Edgar.
Because I do have ranks in spellcraft.
Okay, so Molden is pretty sure what's hitting him is the Chill Touch spell, which does negative energy damage, and then with that Fortitude save, Chewie fails it and takes a single point of strength damage. Despite the fact that the energy itself is healing him, it's still, like, your muscles atrophy a little as it happens.
For him, it's the weirdest kind of healing spell.
But at what cost?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's the weirdest kind of healing spell. It's like a healing spell with a trade-off.
Indeed.
I say reveal yourself, creature, and neckroll.
Nothing responds.
Okay.
If it were that easy.
Is anything
Heal yourself.
Am I still being affected?
No, you are, like, you can feel where you're standing is room temperature, I suppose. Whereas where Chewie is, it's not the best.
I would like to cure myself then.
Roger that. Chewie, what do you do?
Get off where the podium is.
Okay, can you give me one more fortitude save?
I will.
And
That's 2.
have yourself 5 points. Man! 5 points of healing back. That's the 5th one. That's not fair. And no strength damage. You're good.
Alright.
Actually, are you good? Boom. You are not. It is still cold where you are standing. It is not cold where Molden is standing.
I just have the biggest grin on my face at the podium.
I bet you do.
What's that 1d8 plus 3?
I believe that's his Cure Light Wounds.
Oh, okay. I'm just confused what that was.
Indeed.
All right.
Does
This
Robin
is
stay in the
next
foyer?
round? Well, this is the next round. Can I move again?
Does it? Oh yeah, Chewie. If you could give me that fort save. I'm gonna assume Geldern moves in.
Well,
Yeah. Well, I haven't been
+2.
warned, so I don't know that I will get attacked when moving in. So I will move in.
All right. So then, really quickly, Chewie passes the save and is healed for 6 this time. Neato. And then, if Geldern could give me a Fortitude save and a spellcraft check
Yeah.
as you walk in and it gets really, really cold all of a sudden.
Oh
Seems
wow!
good. Well done. You pass with flying colors, but have yourself 5. Man, take me to Vegas. I need to go to Vegas. This is done.
Holy.
I have to go. I am rolling so good. 5 points of negative energy damage, Geldern.
Oh god.
And spellcraft check if you would.
Yeah. Wait, I'm just gonna do my current HP. I need to keep track of that. That's currently really important. Okay, and the spellcraft check. Yep, I know what that is.
It's chill touch. You are being something you are standing in is radiating an aura of chill touch.
Okay, I'm using free action to us. Do you still get hit from the chill touch over there?
Yes.
Okay, I think I might leave the room.
He looks fine.
I can't last long in this.
This rolling, yeah.
Yeah. The TPK to my constant 5s on a d6. Gross.
Yeah.
I just stand there and be constantly healed. I'm like, hey, ghost, want to
Yeah.
reveal yourself to me?
Hey.
Out of 3d6, I took 15 damage. That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
That's
It's
one way
just
to put it.
3 points under maximum.
Yeah.
15 out of 18 damage.
Yep. So.
That's
Alright.
it's just so freaking unlikely to roll the same number over and over again.
Yeah, I've never
I'm
seen that
okay.
in a whole
Every
lot.
time it's a 1 in 6, you rolled 5 5s, or how many did you roll?
Like 4 or 5 5s and 1 6.
I definitely would like to detect evil now and
Okay.
see if there's a line or something like that.
Yeah, I can give you a doodle real quick. There's definitely some evil here. But you
Yeah.
probably could have guessed that. So, it starts here and goes basically to where Geldern is standing. I cut a little too far. You understand. Over here, and then like over there.
And then there's no like I'm gonna concentrate and try to find an actual source
Okay.
if possible, because most spirits have to have like the source.
Of course. It seems to be coming from right there. Right in front of the podium.
Okay. I point that out to Edgar. I'm like, maybe there might be a body there, Edgar. If you are willing to go within the, healing aura for your.
Hey, speaking of Edgar, I'll roll it for Edgar. Geldern.
Yep.
Fort save.
Oh god.
1 point of strength damage, Chewie, but take 2 points of healing. There we go. Geldern is
Could
real
I
good.
walk in that area where the body maybe?
Yes.
2 points of negative energy to Geldern. Chewie walks up. There is no body.
Okay. Chewie, over
Yeah.
there where you are, is it fine there? Do you still still feel cold over there?
It's freezing.
Yep.
Yes.
Come
I
over to
think-
where I am.
I think he's booking it away from
Okay.
the cold.
Okay, so we'll go over to there.
Okay, and you're good.
Do I still feel cold?
You do not. No more cold.
Okay.
And Edgar,
That's it.
you're gonna have to figure this out here. It's
I
in
will-
that area. I don't know. Do you have the ability to disrupt undead? I do.
I can detect it, and I've been trained how to fight it, but disrupting it, no.
Well, if you could find it and get rid of it, because that's pretty painful.
Yep.
I feel fine.
For you, yeah. I had to use 2 of my spells.
Galen looks horrible. He looks like he has a third of his life energy left.
I would like to concentrate on detect undead just to get its like power level and all that,
Okay.
so to speak. I like to use my scouter.
It's over 9,000.
What's his power level?
Over 9,000.
Over 9,000.
That's over 9,000. It's probably about on par with you, actually. Mechanically, the haunt is the same. Well, it's actually 1 CR higher than you. It is a CR3 haunt. And as you're doing that, that's happened to you. Good! Good! Are you hurt at all?
I think I may have been a little hurt from the rats, so...
Alright, 3 more. Congratulations. It's real cold, but you like it.
And he's not able to find a source or anything like that?
He can detect the source, but there is no physical source. You both can detect the source.
Can I try to charge, disrupt undead into it?
That's a fine
Galen
question.
shall activate his detect magic. Maybe there's an item specifically.
It's you direct a ray of positive energy and make a ranged attack.
Okay.
If it hits an undead creature, yeah.
You certainly could if you'd like to fire in. Geldern detects no magic.
Alright. That's worth a shot.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. 1 second, I'm looking up what my ranged attack would be here.
D20 plus Bab plus Dex.
Yep. I just thought I had it on the sheet, but it's not on the sheet.
Boo.
No, right?
Okay.
Unmoved thing.
Roll damage.
Oh, it is actually undead, huh?
Roll that damage.
1 point.
There's a misfire. Kidding. Okay, yeah, that definitely reacts. You fire in a Disrupt Undead into the area, and it all kind of... I suppose the effect is like if you were to take a pitcher of boiling water and walk outside when there's snow on the ground and just like... Or, no, better yet. They tell you to not thaw the window of your car when it's iced over by getting really hot water and throwing the hot water on your windshield, because it would cause the windshield to crack, obviously. That's kind of what it looks like. The air kind of cracks a little bit. There's a rush of air all around. Chewy's going to make a fort save. Chewy will be making fort saves as long as he stands there. Point of strength damage, bud.
Alright, I'm at 3, so I think I'll leave this turn.
Are you at 3
The
strength?
area. No, I'm not at 3 strength.
He's at 3 damage.
Oh, fair enough.
Damage.
For a second, I had a
Yeah.
wee babby heart attack. Okay. Chewy steps out of the area.
Get out of there. I'll just keep disrupting undead until hopefully it's gone.
Okay. Yeah, you certainly can. We don't need to shoehorn that roll too much. There's enough pew-pews that eventually the effect is not like glass shattering into the astral plane, more or less. There's like a cry out of some sort of unholy something, and out comes what looks like glass flying into your face before it disappears and fades away.
Bad hunt. Bad.
Well, Geldern is breathing pretty heavily. Do you still have some of that positive energy left? They could really use some life juice.
I got some death juice, and I
I had enough of that.
Chewy looks like he just got up from an 8-hour sleep. His hair is awful. No, he's a Nosferatu. So the pain.
Did the negative energy ruin his fake hair?
So he was feeling really good. The arthritis. Well, he has the aspirin sword. Now there's that faint ping of aspirin starting to wear off. Whereas before it felt pretty good despite being a little cold for you.
Take 9 points.
Oh, nice.
Feels
I think
good.
that actually put me back at max.
I have 1 spell left, and I gotta hold on to that.
Yeah. It's just that now I feel better because I'm not gonna get one-shotted.
Is anything
Is
else
that
in the
door down
room? Nothing.
Nothing that really jumps out to you. Just a bunch of old, rotted, saggy, sad pews.
All right, so
Was this
let's
like
go a little
church?
bit more carefully into this next room. Open the door slowly and
Let me go
attack
first.
evil. Yeah, Edgar. Yeah, you can go first.
Which door are we
You
going
know,
to? That one there?
right first.
Sounds great. Edgar. Ant boy! There it is. I was gonna make that joke at some point. Now we did it. Hashtag only 90s kids will remember. Ed, Edd n Eddy is still the best show. I don't even care what you think. Okay, so going to there with that is it this. Doing a scroll. I'll open the door in just a sec. This AP is formatted really weird. Perception checks, everybody.
That's a plus 11.
Got you. Hang on one sec. Actually, no, I lied. No perception checks. That door is made of metal. As opposed to where the rest of the doors are made of rotten wood. That one's pretty strong, pretty sound. It's you try to open it, it is locked.
Well, do you guys want to wait long enough until I blast this door?
Until what? Restore what?
I can spend a lot of time and hit it over and over with magic missiles.
You could. It is
You
again
have
worth
enough magic
noting,
missile?
the other doors that you guys had blasted down are made of crappy rotten wood. This one is made of sturdy metal.
Oh, metal! I thought maybe like
Yeah,
okay. I thought it was like
how-
rock.
that's a lot of magic missiles. I'm like, yeah.
All the spell slots.
I've mastered the arts of making first level spells into cantrip. Like if I spent a full round action.
Oh, gotcha.
You kids and your magical lineage that I allowed to
Yeah.
be really broken. Okay, so
Yeah, I can't move it during the turn where I do that, but I don't use a spell slot. So this it's a somewhat fair trade-off, I think.
yeah. Okay, so you go ahead and blast that door down. It takes a while. It takes quite a while. You guys, does Edgar slash Edgar slash Molden want to do anything while he's pinging the door?
Well, I guess just actually do a more thorough search in this area, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
understood.
Doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Walk around looking.
So it's pretty obvious this was some kind of auditorium. Not sure for what. For a prison, it was probably nothing good. But the pews all face the stage that you all were on. There's a little bit of a drop as you move off it, and there's a podium there. Eventually, as time goes on, the door falls off its hinges. As it takes a while, but Geldern pew 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 in, and eventually enough force damage is assigned that the door does break.
Nothing like exploiting the game.
Indeed. You kids and your magic missiles!
I'm going to enter the room now.
Alright,
Nice.
give me a
Gotta
perception
get
check.
back up soon.
Plus 11.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
How?
Duh, I rolled for you.
How close is Harrowstone to the town? Because that was probably super loud.
I just exploded a metal door.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That is relevant.
Over
Thank you
and
so
over.
much, Anthony, for letting me know that loud sounds are loud. And Harrowstone is kind of like, just on the outskirts of town! So, yeah, kind of. Anyway, Chewie got
we
that
just
14.
remembered-
Molden got that
Here
17. Alright,
Yeah.
guys.
I got that straight 14.
Nice.
Huh.
A bizarre
Awesome.
collection.
I'm as good as the one with a plus 11 to his roll.
Right?
At a
Okay.
plus 0.
I am going to be using Detect Evil this time.
Of course. Okay, so a bizarre collection of antique goods rests upon wooden shelves that line the room. Several of the items contain tiny tags with labels written in a careful script. As you guys enter and look around, most of it's junk, but this room does contain some things that they have withstood the test of time, mostly because they're magic. First things first.
I was just about to say detect magic,
Oh, yeah.
but to see what of the stuff is might be the good stuff.
Something. Well, not all of it's magic. Some of it's magic. The first thing you find is a set of masterwork thieves' tools. There is a bronze war medallion dating back to the days of the Shining Crusade, as well as an unframed painting of the Taldan Emperor Stavian the First, alongside a...
Hi.
Emmy, in character reflection, what are you playing? Go, now, make it happen. I said I would yell, and now I am yelling. Go, 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 go. You're not going. This is the opposite of what I am asking. I will drive to Chicago. Okay, there you go. Make it sound okay.
All right, so I am playing Asiri Jeliana. She is a catfolk and a serendipity shaman. In character reflection, life sucks. At least we got revenge on those rats, and I got like 3 days to clear my name. So we'll see how that goes.
Good enough. Take that hero point. You're on a map that's over here, and I'm busy. Oh, look, it's Asiri. She runs in because she hears the sound of magic missiles hitting a wooden door.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I just exploded a metal door. She certainly hit that.
As I was saying, in addition to everything you guys have found in here so far, there is a set of noblewoman's silver hair clips. A very well made, in fact, one might call it masterwork, punching dagger. A pouch containing a dozen masterwork shurikens, a masterwork war razor made of silver, as well as a wand.
Ooh, a wand.
I am detecting evil on even those items.
Nothing pings as evil.
All right, Asiri could probably use some kind of weapon.
Alrighty. Unfortunately,
Just saying.
A war razor, despite the war razor, you and I and Rune Lords have gone over how war razors are crap, but a war razor, as well as a punching dagger might be a simple weapon, actually. It probably is.
I think it is.
Hold up. Oh, wait a minute now. Asiri, give me a perception check.
Wasn't there...
As soon as I can get into roll 20, yeah.
Yes, a punching dagger
Wasn't
is
one
a
of
simple...
the magic items like a magical portrait?
No, the portrait is not magic. It's just really nice. The only thing that pings as magic is that wand.
I think we can sell this.
It is very nice.
We need to find a place to sell.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get enough money to actually get a new familiar. I mean, we totally saved it.
What?
Low blow!
Nothing!
But
Did
you're
she
not
die?
wrong.
What happened?
No,
Okay, good.
Good.
Not dead yet.
You don't know that.
we just earlier talked about how expensive it would be to abandon that familiar.
And this is around the time
yep.
Asiri notices there are feathers in everyone's head. No, kidding. Perception check from Asiri.
Hey, I just almost lost my sister's real life familiar, so we're good now.
Good. I'm glad to hear, my friend. Okay, so to identify the wand, of course, checks need to be made.
Yep, I shall do that check.
You guys are about to be real happy.
It's a magic stick.
It's a magic stick. Yeah, it is. It literally is.
Okay, just don't roll terribly. Come on. Well,
Okay.
Catch me up. Is it dark in here?
Yes.
mold is way better.
All right, I get better vision. Yay.
Galvin was like, "This is magic."
Do you have dark vision,
Oh,
Asiri?
and there's a lot of...
I do not have dark vision,
All right, so it's.
but I
pitch
do
black.
have something that gives me a bonus to sight-based perception checks and opposed rolls in darkness.
Oh, weird. Fair enough. Okay, so Molden is able to identify the best treasure of this dungeon. It is a wand of lesser restoration with 12 charges.
Oh, that's amazing.
Why, yes, it is.
Well, I have great timing, don't I?
Yes,
The just was like really sorry about all the negative and evil things that happened, and was like, "Here, have a wand."
For the record, it is on the loot as it is. I have changed not a thing.
Okay. Well, could you
My
send the loot
strength
list to our,
damage, your debt.
Okay.
Could you send the loot list to our Discord?
I'm sorry, one more. Oh, yeah, sure. I'll put it in the Discord. Got you. Blam, you don't know the prices of things without the price check. People may offer different prices to you because money. Carrion crown in-game, shaboom, shabam. There you go, you got it. That was
Thank you.
Well,
so much noise.
one of the two first skills I actually invested points in, cause of background story, was appraise.
Boom. Okay, fair enough. So without having to roll, actually, probably it is that you've dealt in those a lot over your time. Like, you've seen things like this, especially those medallions from the Shining Crusade. They're not uncommon in the world where the Whispering Tyrant is presently at least buried. The You know the price of the masterwork items. I don't know them off the top of my head. The medallion from the Shining Crusade is, you probably get about 40 gold out of it, whereas that painting's worth closer to 100, and the hair clips are worth 35. A serious perception check is kind of arbitrary. It is too dark in here to see much of anything without some kind of light source.
What was the medallion worth? 30 gold?
40. It's in the chat, in Discord, in
Oh,
Carrion
okay.
game.
Have I had an hour to rest?
You have not.
All right. Then
Well-
I'm still spellless. Well, except for my cantrips, which include dancing lights.
Okay, fair enough. So in that case, it's more relevant. Dancing Light is cast. I'm going to say you cast it on you. It's 20 feet for a Siri. Is that right? Dancing Light's like a torch. 20, 20. Everybody sees it. Bang! A Siri notices in the back, in the very far corner, there
God
is
dang it.
There, in this wall right here, as the lights kick on and you start looking around, there's a secret door.
Whoa.
It's not very big. It's like less than the size of a halfling. A halfling could get down on hands and knees and crawl and fit inside the door.
Man, I wish we had someone who could turn into a cat.
No, go check it out. Edgar,
Not very
you go
subtle,
first.
are you? What did you say, Molden?
Edgar, you go first.
I can't I fit?
Just go open it first.
I
we're not
opened
worried
it
about
first,
after we
then-
open it, just the door.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we're
it
just
opens.
making sure about the
I'm the
negative
undead
energy
checker.
trap.
And inside, as you
Let us know if
open it,
you start feeling good.
the door is small because the door doesn't lead to another room. It leads to a little vault. Inside, there are 5 items. They are all 5 tagged with certain names.
Do they ping magic?
Yes. One.
Yes.
First things first.
Do they detect the
We'll take it one at a time. They all detect as evil.
Okay.
So, the first thing you guys see is a hand axe. The hand axe glows with a faint blue light and pings magical. Secondly, there are a collection of holy symbols, like kind of hung on a string. All of the core deities are represented. Regathiel's hangs there as well. So does Feronia's. So does basically like all the gods of the region. Next, there's a spell book. In addition, sorry, there's a lot
Can
of
she
text.
use that?
She cannot. Next, there is a spell book. There is also a hammer. The hammer does not ping as magic, but does ping as evil. It looks like a blacksmith's hammer. And a silver flute that lies tarnished on the ground.
That also does not ping.
It pings as evil, it doesn't ping as magic, but it's really nice,
Oh.
despite being tarnished. I'm gonna
I
grab the
do
names
despite being evil.
really
I
quickly.
tell
I'm
them,
gonna-
I tell them, do not touch any of them.
Got it. They are all tagged with names. I'm gonna grab those names really quickly because
You know,
they're
I'm like
relevant.
90% sure there's a poem about somebody's head getting smashed in with a hammer.
Me too.
Maybe we could take the hammer and do the smashing ourselves so they don't smash us.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Puts
Alrighty.
her body on the bed, takes the knife and lock her head.
Take an axe
Okay,
off.
stop that. That's creepy.
That's the point, son.
been-
Welcome to Carrying Crown. It's spoopy.
With a hammer.
That was in
killed his
character.
wife.
Right,
Now
Aha.
he wants to claim your life.
Alrighty. So really quickly, on the holy symbols, it's that name. I will give you the rest of them. I have to grab all of them as we go, basically. Next, this one. This one is on the axe. This one is on the... That one's on the hammer. Then next up, it's not a name, but a title. I'll let y'all assume. Well, I guess I need to say this. People can't see this on stream. On the holy symbols, it's Selphic Corvin, Vance Say Trestle on the axe, Ipsen Onyx Cudgel on the hammer, the Piper of Ilmarsh on the well, the pipe,
The
the
flute.
flute. And on the spellbook, it is tagged Heen Ferriman. Bang! All of them detect as evil. Only the spellbook and the axe detect as magic.
Well,
This stuff is evil.
what do we do with a bunch of evil things? I mean,
Sure.
there's a chance that we could head those over to the church and maybe
Yeah.
that will get
We
them.
walk in with a bunch of evil stuff, and the church is going to be like, "Oh, thank you for bringing us evil artifacts. That sounds great."
Yeah, we're
Well,
round
that-
up those
probably-
boys' heads now, kill them all. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, that is sarcasm. That
Well,
is
they
very sarcastic.
probably don't want those evil artifacts to be out and about in the world, so
Exactly.
giving them to them is probably still preferable to them, right?
Maybe we could put them in a false crypt.
Ha!
First off, the first Church of Pharasma does not care about evil or good. They only care about undead. That's all they really care about.
Accurate.
That's true.
So evil is not a thing that they care about.
Death is true neutral after all. There's nothing more impartial than death.
Indeed.
Except for undeath. Undeath is pretty great.
Don't tell the
Yeah,
friends, they'll get real mad.
Yeah, that's why they hate on that.
The best of both worlds.
Ha!
I know.
Yeah.
Considering you
offense
just
to
walked
you.
through a haunt and survived.
Oof.
What do you mean survived?
You're
He
fine.
wasn't
Chewie,
trying
Chewie's
it.
at full health. Chewie's great. Chewie feels the
Yeah,
best.
I
Listen.
kept getting healed.
Missing some
Fine.
strength, but it's a fair trade. Full health, you good to go. Next encounter, you just run back here. Sit in the room.
Based off of what we've run into so far, I honestly think we should probably head back and regroup and maybe use this wand, do a little bit of healing, and I don't know, maybe look up these names. Now that we have these names, we might be able to look up some information on them in our little library of sorts.
Yeah. Do you want to take these
Sounds
things
good to
with
me.
us?
No, I do. Well, I mean, I would if we could find a way to not touch them.
Yeah. Well,
And I do.
well, I can.
Yes,
I can.
I do not
Some of
think evil art or something you can touch.
Yeah, some of these things I could move with Mage Hand, but some of these things will be way too heavy to move with Mage Hand.
Mm-hmm.
Could I touch an evil artifact since I know my hand is evil and not be affected? Potentially?
Nope.
Okay.
Can I touch an evil artifact with my evil carbuncle?
You cannot.
They become friends.
Yeah,
Wait, is
best friends.
I
Is
mean,
that how you
that would be
carbuncle?
pretty sick if you can just feed your carbuncle with evil magic items. That would be
Yeah,
bad.
that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Eventually, I can get it for it can eat magic. So
Oh, nice.
The only downside I can see is that at some point the thing might eat you.
Indeed. Okay.
Because if you feed it and it grows big enough, then at one point it might change who is the master and who is the slave.
That's why you don't feed your pets, kids. One day they'll grow too big and eat you, and then you are a pet.
One of the reasons why you should be careful about strengthening intelligent magic items.
I think that's literally the first episode of Rick and Morty, or like the second one. I just remember a dog robot. Anyway, so the plan is to go back to Ravengrow, regroup, rest.
Before we leave, these artifacts are still in the vault. I would like to make sure that the vault is hidden still.
Ah,
Okay.
fair.
It's not necessarily that the vault was hidden so much as it's just a tiny door in the floor.
Is there a way to put something in front of it?
Like that,
Let's say the big door. I will grab the big metal door that we just burst off of its hinges and just put that over it so it's more covering it in a way.
Sure, seems good to me.
Act like we're putting it as, like all we did was just set the door aside type of deal, but, really it's hiding the mini vault just in case somebody comes in here and takes these horrific artifacts and goes on a spree.
Of course. Okay, good enough. It is covered. The door is pretty heavy. Certainly it's a little more conspicuous now because there's now a busted chunk of metal sitting in front of this thing. But it would take somebody who's pretty strong to move it.
Mhm.
Okay.
And we come back and we're all dead.
Ha
I think one of the other things that we can do while searching for the names is maybe also search for maybe there's some information on how to cleanse evil artifacts of their evilness.
That
Would be
too.
pretty sweet
That's a
if
good
we
idea.
could actually get to use some of this stuff.
Okay, sounds great.
Is there a way we can identify any of this stuff without, without going back? Like, I mean, can we identify like the spell book or something like that by just detecting magic on it, or like detect the enchantment on the axe?
Detect magic
I mean-
and some checks would pull some stuff off. Yeah.
Okay, I have.
I mean-
I think a few of us have that.
Yeah, we could
Without
somewhat
touching.
use the book because we could just mage and like use the pages and switch them over,
I don't
just
know.
realized something,
Maybe.
guys.
like
Yeah.
not directly touching it, because as long as you don't touch it, you should be fine.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What was she trying to say?
I mean,
The-
except
The holy symbols are of good deities, but yet it's radiating evil.
yeah, well,
Yes.
it's consecrated, right?
Desecrated?
Desecrated, yeah, exactly. They used
Barney
to
is not a good deity.
Indeed. Okay, so if we're trying to
Yeah.
identify items, checks are a thing, and specific items also as you roll would be super great.
Okay. What checks are we able to roll on which items?
The axe and
Holy
the
symbol is probably
spellbook-
religion.
The axe and the spellbook are under Arcana. The holy symbol is religion. The hammer doesn't. Jeez. The hammer and the flute are a little harder because they don't ping as anything but evil.
Gotcha. All right. Then I will do the book, the axe, and then the holy symbols.
Nice. Okay, cool. So
Well, we
But-
certainly know about the holy symbols.
with detect magic, the hand axe pings is a +1 hand axe. As you examine it a little more closely in the gray, well, not grayscale, the Siri has dancing lights on. You examine it a little closely and you see that the entirety of the blade, just front to back, is caked in dried blood. So far as what that does, it's hard to say as far as like the fact that it is cursed, but detecting evil, the first thing one would assume is definitely these items, based on those names, probably belonged to important individuals in the church, in the prison rather, and they are indeed cursed. The spellbook pings as magic, but the spellbook itself, from what you can see of it, is caked with mold, sits awkwardly on the ground, like without opening it. It's hard to say what's in that spellbook, but if it pings as magic, something's in there. The holy
Yeah.
symbols are a different story. There are a bunch of them, totaling a dozen. They all hang on fine silver chains. As a whole, they're probably worth like 300 gold or so, Geldern thinks.
Nice.
They could be untangled, or rather, as you look at them, you notice that some of them are tangled up like tied in knots. Rather, some of them are just stuck together, like running parallel, but defying gravity. Like they should fall and not be stuck. But that's not the case. That doesn't happen. In addition, yeah, I was gonna check. There's only one reason that someone would carry this many really nice holy symbols around. Molden assumes that's to deceive people, to be a charlatan, as it were. I'm part of your religion. You can trust me. Look at my fancy holy symbol, as a method to aid the disguise. However,
Trixie father tells a lie.
indeed, carrying that many holy symbols around, and they are clearly stuck together by the elements of the curse, will probably draw the ire of every deity displayed. Feronia, Ragathiel. Does Geldern have a deity?
No.
I'll say
He's
Abadar,
pretty-
Iolmade, No spirits from the Mwangi Expanse, unfortunately. We're a little far afield. Torog, Erastil. Who else is fun? Saren Ray. Can't think of deities. Oh,
Asmodeus?
Milani. No, Asmodeus. That would be bad.
No.
Desna.
Desna, thank you, my friend. Caden, Kalian, Calistria.
My deity is really good. You know that, right?
Calistria is off the Calistria, whatever. It's canon now. It's in the wiki. As well as the holy symbol of Razmir, the fake god from the province over. Yeah, that seems good. Anyway, all of them, including, I guess, the fake one, would be mad at you. And if you were to be drawing spells from a deity on that list, they probably wouldn't want to hand out their magic as much. In addition, saving throws against those spells, they seem to draw divine magic. As Molden examines these a little more closely, they kind of like the light refracts in various angles off them, right? You look a little closer, and it's because a divine caster has cast dancing light, and that's why there's magic in the room and light in the room. The light seems to kind of ping off in odd angles in such a way as to, like, if you were wearing them, they would lance through your neck. However, carrying them as they are haunted and wearing them probably helps you out a little bit versus the haunts here. Sort of like The Walking Dead. Cover yourself with walker blood, they think you're one of their own. A similar logic.
That's somewhat fascinating.
So if you don't worship a god, the only negative is that the gods would be angry with you.
The only real negative seems to be if a divine spell is cast at you. We have 2 divine spellcasters in the party, so Chewie could take it, Geldern could take it, and I mean, the gods will be displeased, but you're not asking them for help, so arbitrary.
The negative energy of this place helps me. I think you should take it, Gildan, to be some sort of a shield.
Well, I feel like in my life, the gods never did look favorably upon me.
Yeah, maybe we should do some more research before we actually take any of these. I just wanted to do whatever we could here, like find out what these came from at least.
Yeah,
of course.
So it's good to know. It's good to have a good look. Anybody else want to take a look? Anybody else, knowledge arcana, knowledge religion?
With Molden's natural 20 on that knowledge religion check, would he come up with any idea how he might be able to make those desecrated things consecrated again?
The obvious answer would be to take them to a powerful priest. That said, there's probably not a powerful enough priest in this part of the world. They are completely, to their very core, suffused with cursed energy. With that in mind, probably the only thing to do is to put the spirit that is tied to that particular cursed item to rest. In theory, doing so will cause the item to revert back to what it used to be.
It's quite interesting knowledge. So that means if the ghost or of whatever person this item belonged to is still here and we vanquish it, this item would return to a usable state?
In theory.
In theory. Well, that's better than not being useful at all.
Indeed.
How dangerous would it be for me to use those holy symbols? I mean, aside from that drawing God's ires, but that only seems to happen when you actually try to pray directly to them.
You think you should be fine. Again, if somebody turns the corner and wants to cast a divine spell at you, it'll be a little worse. But probably okay.
Okay. Because I really don't like the idea of putting something on and instantly switching alignments.
Indeed.
That's quite nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Would be the first time I had something like that happen. I mean, what?
Well, what's the plan, team? Anybody want to throw some checks at the ye old other things? I know what words.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
I will
like,
throw out 2 checks. Nope. Maybe.
Definitely a magic axe. Definitely a spell book with spells in it. But without opening it, hard to say.
Well, I will use Mage Hand from a distance to see if I can safely open the spellbook.
You certainly can.
I will stay away, and I will purposely not look at a spell book that is open, because that can be very dangerous.
Okay. So, as Geldern starts flipping through the spellbook, you open the cover, and the cover, like, the opening starts out really slowly, as if your 5-pound limit on Mage Hand is like at 5.4. It can't quite pull it open. Then suddenly it becomes effortless. There's a slam that echoes throughout Harrowstone, almost louder than almost louder than magic missile blowing down a door. And Geldern sees written in blood on the front page of the book, Geldern Dunkelschatten. In, like, over top of the mold where once spells were, just boom, your name.
Huh. Do I feel different?
No one else sees it. You don't feel any different.
That's really creepy. I will tell the rest of my experience.
We should burn these items when we're done here. Or just when we leave.
We should definitely not touch any of these right now. Definitely go back.
Next
If
question.
we
After
get
seeing
these,
after seeing Geldern's name on the front page of the book, does Geldern continue to flip through?
well, no, I don't think so, because there has been a reaction even without me touching it. That is somewhat unsettling.
Okay.
indeed.
It's like it's super evil and goes in the world.
Even if it doesn't unleash anything evil, if that thing turns out to like spill out the dark secrets of mine, I wouldn't be pleased either.
Of course. Okay. So then I will take it the Mage Hand spell ends and the book comes to rest on the ground. Does it remain
I'll
open?
probably flip. I was just about to say I would probably flip it back so it's closed again.
Okay. Understood. The book closes without a problem and sits on the floor.
All right.
Well, make sure they're in the vault so we can hide it.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
Yep.
I'm gonna detect evil on everybody in here.
Okay. No one detects. Well, Chewy's hand detects his evil, but that's it.
Okay.
And the items.
Just making sure there's no change.
That's fair.
Now I'm gonna be eyeing Geldern more suspiciously.
Yeah, Geldern probably, despite the... Well, Geldern passes for human, so Geldern's face probably goes a little white as suddenly his name is scrawled on the first page of this spellbook.
Yeah. He's suddenly very creeped out.
Yeah, he told us about it, so I'm also gonna be like worried that there might be side effects for evil magic. And yeah.
Well, I'm happy that you're keeping an eye out for me, because I might be, if something affected me, then there might be changes that others see before I notice them. So I welcome people keeping an eye on me when I'm worried about weird evil magic side effects.
Anybody else want to do anything else before we head back?
No.
I want to get back to the
library.
library and look up these names.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds
well,
good.
Again, we hide the stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully, nobody, comes in powerful artifacts and kills us all.
Oh, look! So many great magic! I have a feeling that might have happened in Anthony's last playthrough of this, when I hear that salt coming through from Japan. Fair enough. I will direct all the townsfolk here for all the good gears. And back we
I can
go.
totally see that happening. There's that one dude who's always suspicious and drunk. I sometimes feel like he might be directed by someone else.
And turns
So I
out he's
wouldn't
also
be
a powerful
surprised.
arcane caster, and he just found a spell book. No, kidding. Okay, so you guys make your way back to the city.
Well, who knows? Maybe
Turns out
touching that
you
spell
can look
turns
for
you
one
into a
and hide it.
powerful caster.
I obviously
Yeah.
jest. Okay, back you go. You arrive in Ravengrow. It's probably getting pretty late at this point, as you guys have poked around a bunch. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it was
only downside to
Harrowstone, so.
Yeah. The only downside that I see to what we are doing now is days are passing and bad things are getting closer. We can't
All right.
waste too many days.
Who needs this healing from this lesser restoration wand?
I'm at full.
Assyria raises her hand.
Mm.
And she's kind of unable. In the act of raising her hand, she wangs the side of like a wall in the Lorimore house because she has no like awareness of self. She's been dragging her everything zombie-esque this whole time, basically.
I would appreciate it as well.
All right. I believe I should be able to cast it without UMD.
It is on your spell list? Yeah, it's
It
released.
is in this level. Yeah.
Alrighty, you got 12 charges. That's 12 rolls of the d4. May the odds ever be in your favor.
Well, I thankfully currently don't need it. I only have 1 point of ability damage, which I should heal.
Right.
Open up.
I'll start with Asiri.
Yeah,
Probably
she
your
has,
dex, right?
she has it the worst by
She
far.
has real bad decks, yeah.
Yeah, I got 5 decks right now, so it's a little better because healing overnight.
Slowly but surely. Oof. 6 decks!
Well,
That's 1 charge. Somebody got to keep track of that.
8 decks.
2 charges.
8 decks.
How much more do you need?
Let's see. I was at 5, so I'm
You're
at
currently
8.
at 8.
I am supposed to have 14. So a
Okay.
bit
Okay,
more.
so still down 6.
Come
God
on.
dang it, Walden.
It hurts.
There you go.
Okay.
Aha!
Yeah.
And any more ability damage?
All right.
Well, she has 1 left, but that would heal overnight, so it's not worth it to
Oh, so I was at 12.
blow a
My
charge.
bad.
Okay, well,
Not 14.
out in that case.
I'm back to full.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
Well,
Alright.
Chewie took a bit of strength damage,
Strength
if I'm not
damage.
mistaken.
Chewie has dex damage on him as well, I'm pretty sure.
I have a little left.
And
Wow.
Geldrin
Which
has some
one should I
as
target?
well.
A single point of
I'll
one
heal my
damage.
Which will heal.
strength
Yeah,
first.
right.
Yeah, which would heal, so it's not worth it to blow a charge on me.
Got you.
I need to know which one I target.
Strength.
Yeah,
No, he
Chewie's
doesn't.
strength.
Oh, there you go.
There we
What did I
go.
get?
A 4.
I'm
I
at
believe you
full.
had 3.
Yeah. So you recovered all ability strength damage.
Alright, come on. I have 2 decks missing.
Oh,
Oh.
you need the dex missing? All right. 1 last charge. There you go. And then you'll rest and recover the last one.
Woo!
Hurrah! Alrighty, so
That's 6 charges out of our 12 charges.
half the wand is
Yay!
gone, but everybody's back to basically full. Okay, anything else you guys want to do today?
I don't
Still
know.
research on the names, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
research the name, and if it's required, maybe another medicine roll for all those ticking illnesses, diseases.
All of the heal checks have resolved. There will be +4s when the saves come. Alrighty,
Good.
Kendra is still here. She's, as you guys come in, she's, whatever business you have in town, I hope you finish it soon.
Yeah, so
It
do
won't
we.
take much. The town's on the edge of a riot. You can also see that Kendra has boarded up the front window, or no, every window in the house has been boarded up. As you guys have made your way back into Ravengrow, again, there are still regular patrols, and now that it's not quite dark, but it'll be dark in like 10 minutes, basically, as you guys come back. The patrols have doubled. They're all carrying torches. Some of them carry the holy symbols of lawful deities. All of them carry crossbows. Some of them carry short swords. Every last one of them eyes you funny. Some of them reach for weapons as they do so, but no one overtly tries anything.
Should we Could we camp outside the town
Where would you rest?
instead of being in this building that everybody knows we're here? Maybe we should camp outside.
True, we need to do some research. At least tonight.
We do some research, but then go out of town for like an hour out of town or something like that for camping. This just seems very dangerous to be in
Might
town.
not be that bad of an idea. I do have a tent with me, I think. Let me check.
I mean, even if you don't have a tent, I mean, have you ever roughed it?
I have a bedroll at least.
It's called grass.
And there's blankets and stuff from the beds here. We can take those with us.
Yeah, true.
Alrighty.
So, yeah, I would do some research for a little bit, and then we should probably all do some research and then head out.
Sounds great. So then I need a name, followed by some kind of dice roll. History or local. Now that you have the names, you know what you're looking for.
All right.
It's all up to you guys. I don't have either one of those.
Yeah,
I mean, I get
me
local
neither.
just for being here, but I don't have any points in it.
Everyone can make local checks, but it's still an untrained skill if it's an untrained skill.
But we also get a
Yeah,
bonus for being... It's a library, correct?
Yes, this library does not give you a bonus on what you're looking for.
Okay.
Aw.
You
I
don't.
like to roll a local with +3.
All right, you got it, Chewie. Here we go. D20 plus, not
In
11.
the name of the first guy.
In the name of the first guy, which
That was listed on the list.
so the first guy is Selphic Corvin. Okay, neato. So Chewie begins looking around. Chewie has, I think, a dirty 20, wasn't it? Yeah. So originally, Harrowstone housed only local criminals, but as the prison's fame spread, other counties and distant lands began paying to have more dangerous criminals housed within the prison's walls. It's kind of how Ravengrow made its money for a while, because the prison was so in the middle of nowhere and secure. Not unlike a lot of prisons in small-town Missouri, to be honest with you. So they just kind of get a prisoner tax. It's neat. At the time of the Great Harrowstone Fire, the number of particularly violent or dangerous criminals in prison within the dungeons below the wall was at an all-time high. Chewie is able to find all 5 of those names. As well, he's able to trace those names to titles. He's able to trace... I gotta go to Discord! What were the names? He's able to trace Selphic Corvin to Father Charlatan, Vance Saytrestle to the Lopper, Ibsen Onyx Cudgel as the Mosswater Marauder, the Piper of Ilmarsh as the Piper of Ilmarsh, as his name was not known, and Heen Fellman as the Splatterman, but is unable to find any further information with a 20.
I think from the listing you did, Molden, I think the holy symbol is for the first name, the axe for the second, the hammer for the third, the flute for the fourth, and the spellbook for the fifth.
You got it. That is correct.
Well, a good idea to keep those together at all possible. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to throw
And then
a
we
turn at the board?
your name for them.
You got all 5 of those names. You could trace the names to the titles, but that's all a 20 gives you.
Gotcha. And then are we out of time for today, basically, and then we have to go? Like, if we're gonna camp, we should probably leave now and then do some studying again tomorrow, maybe during the day.
More or less. You guys could, as Chewie is researching, if other people would like to roll, you certainly can. But that takes Chewie.
Well, I don't have the necessary knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna try to help. Just do something. So he did history.
Yes.
I'll try to do local, untrained.
What? I did local.
Okay.
Oh, you did local? Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's the same roll for me either way.
So basically, Molden's aid another is unsuccessful.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I will do it like this. So it's
A series
Why
with
not?
another is successful. We're sitting at a 22.
okay. I will also do 8 another. I failed.
You do. Okay. So as that's
Yeah.
going on, Kendra comes in and she volunteers her assistance. She'll roll knowledge. Hold on, guys. Let someone
Oh,
help you. Her 8 another is successful. Putting you guys presently... Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Between all of you, Chewie wanted the first name. Chewie wanted Selphic Corvin. And basically Kendra just comes in and showboats and is able to show you guys all what's up. And now... I mean, that was really bad. Oh, well. And now you all know what is up. And what is up is more information on Father Words Are Hard. Charlatan. Doing a scroll. Okie dokie. So, one of the 5 notorious prisoners, or rather, of the 5 notorious prisoners, only Father Charlatan was not technically a murderer. Yet, his crimes were so blasphemous that several churches demanded he be punished to the full extent of Ustalavic law. Although he claimed to be an ordinary priest of any number of faiths, Father Corvin was in fact a traveling con artist who used faith as a mask and a means to bilk the faithful out of money in payment for false miracles or cures. He became known as Father Charlatan after his scheme was exposed, and his Zarni, which everyone would know are the Verizians that like to do crime in the caravans, basically. They're the Yakuza of the Verizians, for lack of a better word. After his scheme was exposed and his Zarni accomplices murdered a half-dozen city guards in an attempt to make good the group's escape. And now it is incredibly late. Kendra looks like she hasn't been sleeping. She stifles a yawn, makes her way back to the chair, which before faced the fireplace now has been turned to face the front door. She sits down in it and kind of gets as comfortable as she can, but there is a crossbow laying across her lap.
Kendra, would you like to come out with us? We're going to go camping in the woods. It does not feel safe to be here. And I think it'll be safer literally in the woods in Ustalav than it would be in this house right now.
I'm not sure how safe that is. She...
Yeah.
Oh, let me see what she's got in her spell list. She makes her way to where the... Actually, no. The windows they've been boarded over, but they're boarded over at, like, awkward angles. So a little bit of the outside can still come through, and you guys can see a lot of torchlight. It doesn't appear that the town's new guards are, like, gathering en masse to attack the house, but they're definitely stopping for longer than necessary as they pass the house. It appears there is no way to leave the house that you guys won't be detected, short of some kind of magic or incapacitating the guards.
I was actually thinking that they would know that we left, but that we're not in town, because I was actually kind of wanting to make sure that they know that the people that were maybe not a what's her name, not her known being left, but that the foreigners that just came into town are gone would be kind of one of those things. Be like, okay, so the weird people that were here are currently not here, type of deal. And then like we make a big show of us leaving.
Certainly could be done with the right social check.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Unless anybody else has a better idea.
Indeed, squad.
Nope.
No.
Because the town absolutely hates us, and if they know where we are, they have a higher chance of coming to get us.
That's very fair.
And then if anything happens, which I unfortunately suspect something is going to happen, they're going to blame us, and they're going to come get us right away.
Okay. So you guys step out the door. Kendra, in addition to the normal lock on the door, Kendra has also barred it. She is able to, it's pretty heavy, but she's able to heft the bar off the door, unlock it, wish everyone the best of luck, and goes back to sitting on her chair. The door shuts. Basically, as soon as the door shuts, you guys are quickly accosted by 7 townsfolk. All of them are carrying crossbows, And there's just a very quick, like, light crossbow in one hand, torch in the other. They all approach you. No one is pointing weapons, but everyone has hands on weapons. And it's a very quick, halt! State your business! Where you going this late at night?
We're leaving. Leave us alone. We don't want to deal with you anymore. We're out.
And where you going?
Goodbye. Out of town, away from you guys. Your backwaters town is pissing me off, and I just start walking away.
Okay. Do you have any intent to return to Ravengrow whatsoever?
Yes, but they don't need to know that.
But it is a bluff check.
Damn it.
You are technically lying.
No, I don't want to deal with the town tonight.
Edwin, I shall support him.
That's actually
Be
not
well
bad.
happy.
I have a -2 in bluff, so
I'll try.
that was a natural 16. So
Hey, not bad. That is enough.
I can try to aid.
Here, I'm good at bluffing, usually.
I have a bluff of 8.
Good. Well, since I aided, that's good enough.
Chewy's is also good enough. The E
Well.
train, however, is just not coming to town.
They just don't trust cat people.
They don't. They're over the walking backwards in her presence, but some of them definitely have kind of a weird skip in their step. As they go to the skill section of their sheet, which has nothing, and their wisdom is crap. So here we go.
Yeah.
Don't roll well. Good job.
Then stay out, freaks! They escort you out of town.
Well, that worked.
You did
Yep.
indeed. Alright.
all right. We definitely need to keep watches. I will keep watch all night for sure. But if any of you want to take like a small shift, like a 2-hour shift, that's also helpful.
Yeah, I'll take an hour to sort of
Well, what
try
do you
and
do?
regain some spells,
Okay.
if I can, without
I-
Lulu.
Assume you
can
have...
do that in
hold
the
on.
morning.
So, kind of all talking over each other. This part's
Yeah.
important. Asiri has a feat.
What's up?
Asiri's feat allows her to prepare spells without her spell book. I'm allowing the shaman to use that for shamany stuff. But I need to know which spells you're prepping. Because you had to choose that when you took the feat.
Yes. So when I was taking it, now I wish I didn't do it in this order now that we got the wand, but so for my level 2, I am taking, because I get 2 of them, I am doing Lesser Restoration. And for my level 1, I am going to do Cure Light Wounds.
Noted.
You only get 2? Isn't that based on your caster attribute?
No, it's the feat itself.
Yeah, I mean, the feat, wouldn't that give you a number of spells equal to your caster attribute?
Oh, yeah, but I only get 2. I choose 2 spells out of the list that I can possibly prep.
Oh, okay.
I can still prep multiple copies of that spell, just it's only that spell. That makes sense?
Well, you should be able to. It's like pretty much the feat is like remembering a certain number of spells, equal to the bonus you
Yes.
get from your caster attribute. Is your caster attribute only a +2? You're a full caster. You should have more than a 14, right?
No, I only have a 14.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I was just wondering, because it sounded wrong.
Okay, so I hear a keep watch from our Inquisitor, and a little bit of watching with Asiri. Could both of you make
I'll
a
help
perception
too.
check? And Chewy!
I did.
11.
I did my 4th and final spell. Keep watch.
Roger that.
So
Okie dokie.
that means I don't have to worry about the rest, but I still get it.
So we have 21 to 26. Anyone else who's keeping watch, do giveth me a perception check.
You know, they just do small shifts while I do the whole night thing.
Got you. Okay. So, this happens after everyone has gone to sleep but Molden. It's probably like 4 in the morning at this point. You notice, Molden, several pulsing, almost like will-o-wisp size, glowing orbs manifest in a 10 by 20 area directly over the party's head. There's one for each of you. The smallest one is about the size of a pea. The biggest one is about the size of a cantaloupe, and they kind of just circle overhead. And if you could make a will save, which you pass with flying colors. Obviously, they're trying to be spooky. They come down a little too close to you, not unlike a will-o-wisp, and a casual glance might think it is like a cat, playfully darting and bouncing back and forth, but well and truly, they're pretending to be will-o-wisps and fly forward and give you a zotz. However, Molden knows better and is unaffected. The night passes, day dawns over the outskirts of Ravengrow, and as that happens, I need a Siri to give me a fortitude save with a +4.
All right.
I think
Fort,
if you make that save, you overcome the sickness, because if you make the save, you have saved 2 consecutive times.
Yes.
Why it is? What am I? I'm really tired. Why she does.
Yeah.
Siri no longer has filth fever. She is shaking it off. Things tick down for everybody else.
Not killed by rats. Woohoo!
Not killed by rats. You did it. You don't need no spells. You don't need no owls. You don't need no waters. You don't need no nothing. Rats can't stop.
Well, you're talking about they
Just
roasted the rat with magic. So we totally need that magic.
Indeed. Alright, so am I to take it as the day... Uh-oh. Am I still coming through, guys? OBS tells me I've disconnected.
Yeah.
Oh,
We can hear you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okie dokie. So, in that case, people will get another notification. Am I to take it we are going to head right back into Harrowstone?
I
Sounds
don't
good
know.
to me.
I think we want to know more about the people.
But
But
how would we get back?
You're right.
to
I think we don't want to go back into the town right now.
Nope.
They are under the
So-
impression you've left forever.
Yeah. How about we
That's
go back to
celebrating.
Harrowstone?
Okie dokie. Back to the map that
Oh,
I never
man.
took you off.
If I really think that we left forever, I hope nothing happens to your familiar.
Siri gets sort of like a sick look on her face as you say that, but says nothing.
Wouldn't Siri know if anything happens to her familiar?
She does not have the... She does not have the empathic link quite yet.
Oh, okay. She wouldn't feel like her familiar just leave or something like that?
Hold up. To the table! Away! I've turned into mermaid, man. I guess that's not the worst fate in the world. To the table! Away! There's spaghetti afoot! Yeah, I'm old. I remember the original memes. Alrighty, familiar. Oh, how does familiar work at first level? What do on table? You have... Oh, you do. Never mind. You do have your empathic link up with this Lulu out to a mile. You're not a mile away. You can feel her. She's hungry, but she's fine.
All right.
Maybe they might release her since you're going
Yeah.
to find you. That's what's the
Yeah,
point.
why would they? I mean, even if they knew what she was, they wouldn't care as if we're gone, right?
Hard to say.
I know it's hard to say, but I mean, maybe not. Maybe, who knows?
Maybe they'll just let her free. There's no threat now. Anyway, Harrowstone awaits you. You guys can see inside the room. The door you destroyed is gone. The other 3 doors are closed.
Shall we go right to the evil objects? Make sure they're there.
Yeah, just give them a quick check.
Yes,
Okay.
I will. Yeah.
So, I need to turn the board back on. Bang! Okay. So Chewie moves into the foyer,
And then going into the evil room.
and I need a fort save from Chewie as Chewie steps in. Which I'll roll for you, because I'm rolling for you tonight.
To say your back thought you were destroyed.
Hey buddy, have 3 points of negative energy damage, my damn fear friend. You're good. You are healedeth. But it is, again, you step in and it is supernaturally cold.
I'm going to this door then instead.
Okay.
Well, the question
Opening
is, Chewie, will you warn us?
So the door opens.
What?
And then I'm going to target the evil source and disrupt undead over and over and over again.
Okay. Do you target it from the room you're standing in?
Can I?
That's a good question, my friend. If you can see the
As
podium,
long as I can, right?
you can. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, then that's what I'll do.
So after the first one goes off, the door slams shut, and the flaming ghosts all fly out of Harrowstone once again.
That's just annoying. Hey, would somebody deal with this door? Well, we shouldn't have any more doors. Just let's get rid of doors.
Right. The door behind you.
Okay, I start blowing up all the doors that we encounter.
Right. Chewie takes a point of strength damage.
I'm wrecking this place.
He should have
No
moved.
more
by now.
doors.
As soon as he saw it, he should have moved.
He did not. He
As
sits
soon
where
as
he
he felt the
sits.
cold.
Alright. Sorry.
Bang, bang, bang. And now Molden is able to pew 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 until the haunt dissipates.
Bad haunt. Bad. You're gonna come back again. I know it, but I don't know how to get rid of you. I want to search for his bones and just get rid of him.
Okay.
Frustrating.
Indeed. There are two more hallways open to you guys now. And you guys can see from where you're standing now. I'm assuming as Siri re-ups dancing lights. Looks like the bit of door you covered things up with is... It's still there. It appears to not have moved.
Okay. Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
I have no idea if we made the right choice on what we did, but if somebody's willing to try that bracelet out, that might not be the worst thing in the world, but it might actually be the worst thing in the world. But I honestly think those evil objects are evil and cursed and will cause much more harm than good, ultimately.
Well,
But it's up to you guys. As soon as you start turning evil, though, I mean, I don't really care about good and evil, but I might end up having to kill you.
That's
Maybe.
that's the spirit. I think I will give the holy symbols a shot.
Okay. You are able to take them with no trouble.
Does anything happen if I wear them?
Other than the fact that, try as you might, you cannot unstick them from one another, no.
Okay. Can I still take them off?
Yes.
Okay. It's
Well-
not one of those things that get stuck on you.
Indeed.
It's,
That's a good thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What doors should we go through, guys?
same with the rule of right. Going right?
Alright. I'll go to the upper right-hand door.
Over
Wait, no.
here?
Yeah.
That's the...
You, my good Edgar, are definitely in the lead because of the whole,
Yes. I head to that door.
It's
As
pretty
soon as I
darn
can
good.
pick my character.
Okay, I understand.
There we go.
Just doing a quick scroll. Boom, boom. Okay. Let me see if you can open that door. Can you open that door? Resolution. Oh, neato. Okay. Okay. Make a perception check.
Plus 11.
Oh, yes, I must do. Okay, neato. Tokens are locked where they are. I haven't locked them.
Oh,
I
They
don't
might
know.
not move in?
Do not move an event occurs. The door opens. Chewie needs to be down one.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Boom. Bang. Shaboop. Boom. And that was a lot of fun noises from you, boy. The northeast wall of this room has partially fallen, revealing the dark, murky waters of the pond outside. Moldering training dummies and other similar equipment hint that this room may have once been a training area for the guards. In the northeast corner of the room, The floor around a dark, jagged hole is surrounded by scorch marks. You guys, as that door opens, you hear the sound of initiative rolling. I guess I should remove the rats. Go away, rats. Well done, Gelder. 5 even.
Yep, I'm still consistent.
Well done,
Mine
Assyri.
is a
A
plus
5
2.
even. And Eddie's got a +2. Boom! An 8! Jeez! You guys are caught by total surprises, it seems. Okay, here we go. There, that. Do a scroll. They're in the back of this book. And they are that thing. They're this thing. They're that thing, that thing. Where are you, my friend? You are that thing, that thing. There it is. I'm sorry, that was a lot of things at once. You'll have to forgive me. Okie dokie. Click on you.
Hey, should I be able to see a little bit further with low light vision?
You have 20 and 20. There's walls. You see the room, basically. Like, dark vision doesn't get you through much more. Oh, boom.
All I get is to there.
No, fair enough. I will fix that in just a sec. I gotta put some people on the token layer. Bang! And you're gonna go back to the token layer. And I'm gonna add 1 turn. I'm gonna add 2 turns. I'm gonna add 3 turns. And I'm gonna roll some d20s and see if I can blow those really high numbers out the water. 2! 12! 18! Okay,
Good job on that natural one.
Thank you. I try so hard. 18. And I will adjust the Siri. She's farther in areas of dim light, so she would be at probably 40, then 40. Boom. There you go.
Better.
Alrighty, so top of the initiative, as you hear the sounds of something fluttering off the ground to unlife in the other side of the room, is Bouldern. And I forgot to kick on the playlist. My bad, y'all. Have some piano.
Yes. Give me music.
Well, I guess the first thing I'll do is I can't see anything, but I'll summon eagles right here.
Duly noted. And that's a D3, right?
D3 plus 1.
Alrighty, give me them Squadron Hawks. Search your library. How many Squadron Hawks you carrying in your deck today? 2!
Dang it!
You
Always
forgot
with
the
the
other
low
2.
roll.
You forgot you needed to buy 2.
And then I'm gonna back up actually, just because I can.
Of course. One
The
Squadron
Squadron Hawk right here.
You got it. 2 Squadron Hawk. I will give them both
I
sight.
can't see.
Get in there.
Okay, thanks.
Advanced group. Oh no, we won't do that. We'll do this. Boom. Whoop, give me that. Boom. Is controlled by a Moldy. It has low light vision and there's light. Boom. Bang.
Oh, they have full because they're technically celestial. They have dark vision.
No, nice. Okay, there you go. The eagles see 3 skulls have risen to life. They float in the air, wreathed in green flame.
All right, they will both then go to the first one and only get 1 attack because of the way I had to summon them this time.
Roger, roger. You have control of them both.
Okay.
That one is very slow to react.
I think this is a +3. I'm just gonna do this, but negate the last one, but the first 2 are the first. Are just there.
Roger that. So then I see a 5, which misses.
13, which
wait.
does 6,
That's
and
good.
then a 7 that does 6, and then the 5 that does 6 is the one that negates. Is
Perfect.
what I was trying to say. Yeah, 'cause that's just my macro for 3.
Of
So.
course. If you would flavor that kill for
And
me.
then oh, really? Already?
Mhm.
Dang. Well, it bites it and it goes away. Just the hawk goes,
It kind of
the other one's like, oh,
there's
that's them carrying the swords, Callblade style.
indeed. There is an explosion. It doesn't die. And now it's both of these guys' turns. They will move to oh my. Oh my, oh my. Okay, how's my... I don't have any acrobatics, but I'll try to roll it. They are going to try to enter the square of this eagle. It will provoke an attack of opportunity pending How's my dex? Oh, good. It's so great. A 19. Well, fair enough. 2 19s over the Eagles CMD. Trying to move into your square.
Check in, check in. CMD, yeah, that definitely goes over the CMD. They're CR 1/2 probably.
Nice. Okie dokie. So, here's a thing I've noticed. It appears. I don't think these things automatically hit. That has to be incorrect. But they do not have a bonus on their attack roll. None of the creatures that. So they just roll, I guess. I guess that's supposed to be +0. Okay. Here we go. Thank you for your time. No, that can't be +0. Quiet you. No, that's literally that's +1. They're tiny creatures. I see the math. That's just a typo in this book. An 8 and a 9. Both probably missed that eagle real bad.
Yes.
Ed boy.
Yeah, that doesn't hit any of them.
I am going to back up this way and just like prepare to throw holy water with my holy water tradition
Asiri.
if they come through.
Understood.
Is going to unmute herself,
Please.
and then she'll back up to about here so she can hit people with Heelys if she has to.
And G is for Geldern. And it's Geldern's turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The enemies are outside.
They're in a different room.
They're in a different room. I was trying to make sure we didn't group up.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to stick behind the beefier guys.
Well, I sent eagles in there.
You kids and your summoners!
Yeah, I think I will keep things like this. That's my turn.
Alright, cool. Alright, Molden.
Alright. I will move to there. And I'll move there. Well, move right there. So I double moved into the room. There's an eagle. Okay, I was just making sure where that one was. So this eagle right here on the left will attack the one on the that's neck right in the square. The other one.
Okay.
With all 3 of its attacks. 10 for 4, 16 for 4, 20 for 3.
Okay. And boom goes the dynamite.
Alright, and then the other one will attack the other one. Are they like exploding in large explosions or something like that?
Not mechanically, but yes, they are on fire. The fire goes poof.
Okay. First one, the bite was 22 to hit for 5 damage.
Poof.
A claw, 8 for 6, and 18 for 4.
And they're V.
Okay.
Alright, that was fun,
Wow.
kids. An easy encounter for you guys. You did it.
I'm surprised that was so easy. I'm
Indeed.
not gonna lie.
So am I.
That was not easy the first time I did this.
Really? Weird.
They
Actually,
were
it's super
very
easy,
tough.
barely an inconvenience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember something like Fireball or something like that. That's kind of the reason why I'm like, no, I don't want to get out into Fireball.
Weird. Did they? Watch me have just screwed that encounter really hard. No, they don't have the ability to do that. They're immune to fire. They had undead traits, and if they hit you, they did fire damage.
Oh, well then that's. I guess the person that ran it last time was just trying to kill us.
Good to know.
Yeah, that is good to know. Because holy crap, fireballs were really not good.
Yeah, especially at our current level, like a fireball would annihilate us.
That's accurate.
Well, it's all clear here.
There's
You
there's
guys
a
come out now.
door right here. Hole in the ground right here. Outside this way.
Yeah. Anybody coming in here, or am I the only one here?
I'll check it out with you.
Yeah. I'm keeping in the back, but I will still slowly
to see
follow.
I'd like to see how deep this hole goes, so I'll send some eagles down there just to, kind of give me a gauge, because they kind of glow since they're celestial, and just see if it's I see them.
Okay. That seems fun. They fly down. Have the eagles make a perception check. And you can, anybody looking down the hole can as well.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely looking down the hole so I can see the freaking eagles.
Okay, let's.
Yeah,
Oh, flawless.
Yeah, the best.
I'm so perceptive. It's.
Wow, both my eagles decided to not roll.
Nope.
Can you roll for me, Tommy?
Yes, sir. Plus 11, bang! 17.
Nice.
So, really only the eagles get line of sight down there. There's obviously a room down there. It's about 20 feet down. This cavernous chamber may have once been an underground cell block, but it has long since collapsed. The crumbled walls are thick with mold and stained with soot, and heaps of fallen stones and charred wood lines the area. Water drips and seeps along the walls, collecting in a dark, murky pool in the middle of the room. To the north, the twisted remains of a wood and iron lift lie in a heap in a shallow portion of the pool. A jagged hole in the roof, that thing you guys are looking down, yawns 20 feet above this ruin. To the west, a partially blocked opening seems to open up after several feet into a dark but stable tunnel.
I do not think we should go down there just yet. Maybe explore the floor we're on before heading down or anywhere else, really.
I like that.
That's my
In
normal
dungeons, they always
state
get
of being.
more dangerous the further down.
Yeah, especially in a place that's haunted. Whenever you go to either attic or basement, things go bad. That's where the final bosses are.
Okay. I will say that it has been about 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Alright. Continue forward through these doors then, huh?
There goes our flashlight.
Indeed.
Well, they don't emit like a crazy amount of glow. It's just, celestial type of thing where they're like sparkly and,
Yeah. I'm opening the door
Okay.
in case there's a haunt.
You open the door. Chewie opens that door. Chewie, may I have a perception check, please? Why am I asking? You are giving a perception check because I say you do. You did not have a choice. Haha. Okay, so fun times happen. Chewie opens that door. A huge stone furnace dominates this room, large enough for a child to climb inside. An ancient fire has burned away the entire east wall of the room, providing a panoramic, if eerie, view of the lake beyond. That same lake has gradually expanded into this room, flooding the eastern half. Chewie, also, as you look in, would you roll? Exactly enough, Nito. Chewie notices that this furnace, the face of it begins to animate. And the scent of burning flesh suddenly rises to meet your nostrils. Before your eyes, the furnace seems to animate into a leering visage of a skull made of metal and bars. Everyone hears this thing roar as a burst of fire. Actually, here's what we're gonna do. That's the thing. We're gonna go back to initiative. We're gonna use that same initiative. I'm gonna add a turn, because that's technically how you're supposed to do this. Malden is first. Everyone hears it roar.
I just hear it roar. Do I see anything?
From your
It's
vantage
the
point,
furnace.
no. Only technically Chewie has opened the door. Technically Chewie is like there.
It's a flaming skull furnace. I yell.
How far from the door is it?
I don't know where it is on here when looking at on the map.
Chewie kind of has to lean in to see it.
Okay. Okay, everybody back away from it and let's kite it.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I will ready an action to disrupt undead. Anything that walks within the 30-foot range that it has. So
Seems good. Okie dokie. Passes to the haunt. A gout of fire erupts from the thing and streaks forth towards Chewie. Bam! 13 over your touch, buddy.
Okay, well, that's with my dex. So my touch is a 12.
So I hit. Okie dokie. I'm going to double check how this spell works before I throw that many d6 at you. I'm a little uncomfortable with that, but I want to make sure it's correct before I...
maybe one that I remember almost killing us.
Yeah. This one's going to be mean. As I'm really bad at spelling when I'm tired. There we go. It's that. The save is none. Do you possess spell resistance, my friend?
No.
Alrighty. Here's 11 fire damage as the gout of flame connects with your chest. And I roll 46 at a level 3 party. Jeez. Anyway.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
That's more d6 than I rolled for my HP.
Indeed. Alright, Edgar, you're on.
I'm go away since I don't really see it. I have a good angle. I don't want to be near that thing. I'd
Okay.
like to kite it. Well, not running, but I'm backing away.
Quick, back up. Sure. Alright, Geldern is Siri.
I yelled at you guys to run back further.
I'm trying to move. It's hard on mobile.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, please don't move one square further in that direction.
Yeah, there's a pit there.
Yeah, just
Oh,
at the edge of
sorry.
the pit.
I'm still trying to scroll.
Are there any Parks and Rec fans in the house? Because Chewie fell in the pit. He fell in the pit. It's like the best
Let's
show.
start another encounter.
2 encounters at the same time.
Yeah. All right, Geldern and Siri. Anything you guys want to do?
My turn?
Indeed.
I shall move back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm half in the dark.
And let's not clump together or stand in straight lines. Like Edgar is doing.
Alrighty. So
Also, don't jump into any holes. They are deep and you might break your legs.
I would say that 2d6 fall damage is a lot for level 3, but the amount of d6 that I've already thrown at you guys in the past 3 hours has me questioning a lot. Siri, what do you do?
alright.
You got 5 on each one for me.
Assyria is going to move there for partial cover. And she is going to ready an action for the haunt to get into range and then blast some healy heals. Well, not at the haunt, but channel positive energy when it gets within range, so she's hitting Edgar with it as well as the haunt.
I
Fun!
can take it now.
Huh?
I can take the positive now.
Okay,
I know.
back to Malden it goes.
Well, that didn't seem to work out the way I thought it was going to work. Alright, I might as well. I'm going to cast, again, summon more eagles.
Squadron Hawks, go! Alrighty.
I call summon eagles.
Gone. It's not in my last 10 rolls anymore. Why?
Dang it.
I know, right?
At this point, it's just a dedicated spell. Summon eagle.
Summon Eagle 1.
Well, he's already at summon eagle 2, I think.
Yeah.
Aha!
Nice.
How
So-
many?
1.
3!
They don't look like eagles. They look like half orcs. Don't question. In
Right
there.
here.
Got you.
Yeah,
1,
in the room.
2, 3. They emit light. I will set that really quickly, and then I'll change that token for later. Emits light there. Has sight. Boom. And boom. All the eagles see there's a scary skull face on the furnace.
Where's the furnace?
Getting there. Hang on.
Okay.
We're right there, basically. Where that charred ground is, where it connects with the wall. That's the furnace. And what do they do?
They all fly up to it and try to attack it, because that's all I know how to do.
Okie dokie. So don't bother rolling damage or anything. They basically just slam into the furnace. That's... You guys are smart enough to know that it's haunted. They can attack the furnace. That doesn't destroy the haunt.
Good, good. Good to know.
And it passes to the
And the
haunt.
furnace isn't moving, right?
Hmm?
The furnace is not moving?
It seems to be animated. The door is opening and closing like a mouth that is opening or closing, but it's not going to pick up and move.
Okay. Just wondering about that.
What it will do is it's going to blast the bottommost eagle for an 11 over the eagle's touch.
Nope, that does not hit its touch.
Okay, it doesn't take 12 fire damage. Jeez. Edgar, you're on.
Maybe we should try water or something? It's a furnace. Put out the fire?
Holy water?
Yeah, I got holy water.
If you want to go in there and touch it? Oh, I actually didn't take my actual... I didn't actually move. I was going to move closer.
Oh, of course. Please do.
Alright. I'm going to go in there and throw some holy water. And it's my special holy water from my class. My vampire training holy water tradition, so my holy water is 4d4.
Nice. Okay, give me a touch attack.
Alright. That is my BAB plus... This is kind of undead.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright. So I get a bonus to this. So that'll be 2 in my BAB is 7, so 8, 9, 10. I have a plus 11.
Nice. That's a good number for you. It's a
Yeah.
number that happens a lot. Boom! 14
I have
hits.
11,
And 44, you told me?
44.
Alrighty. So the haunt definitely reacts as you, like an alchemist, pull the holy water, put some stuff in it, go whoop, and throw it, and it hisses and cracks and sizzles, not unlike, well, throwing water on a fire, but also like throwing holy water on a zombie. It kind of starts to melt. The fire begins to diminish. The door opens and closes much slower. Nothing else, I'll take it?
I don't think I have any. Can I do a 5-foot step?
You already moved.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okie dokie. Next will be Geldern.
Alright. Not sure how much I want to do. Well, I guess I can move closer, but don't think it will do more.
I hear birds.
I do too. Well, it's the morning in Japan, and it's the really early morning in Germany. So,
Nope, that's actually not coming from me.
oh,
Yeah, that's coming from me.
no.
It's the sound of the eagles.
I've never
It's-
heard a German bird before.
It's 4:30 a.m., so I guess they're pretty literal about the early bird.
Yeah, the early bird gets the ghost. Okay. Geldern have anything to
That's just high production value for the eagles.
do? Pretty much.
No, after moving, that's all I do for now.
Asiri?
I don't want to walk into line of fire for them.
No, that makes total sense.
Asiri will. Don't think I can see it from this corner, right?
You cannot. You can hear it. It's certainly close enough to be in line of effect.
Okay, so that's what I was wondering. I suppose she'll go here because it's a fireball. It can't go through. Can it go through walls? I don't know.
Hard to say.
Hard to say. All right. Then I suppose just there, and she'll bop a. My brain is not working. What's the word?
Channel energy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Which should be just 2d6, I think.
Okay.
Roll out a 2 and a D and a 6. So go, whoopoo!
And the fire dies out. Initiative is off.
Well done.
Hey!
How much?
And also-
did you roll?
Huh?
What, Chewie?
How much did you roll?
4.
Okay.
So you probably almost killed it, Chewie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got pretty close. 1, 2, 2, 2 is not a good roll.
4d4s, no.
Indeed. Well, what's next, guys?
More exploring.
Any rooms in here?
Is there anything else in the furnace?
Hard to say. You guys move in. There's a door over here.
No, like, items lying around? Nothing in the water?
You would need to take a look with perception checks.
That's exactly what I do.
Okay. So, basically, the only real thing of note... Well, that's not true. There's a lot of things to note here. Mayan!
Oh, what? No, not the 1d3. No, that's just the eagles looking around, too, just because they're looking for things to, fight since they're here.
Sure. Okay, so the room is partially flooded. There's water over here. There's a door over here. The furnace no longer looks scully and scary, but it's just an enormous piece of cast iron, basically. A plaque over it reads Ember Maw. It's unclear as you look around the room. If there was anything here, it might have been in the water. There is a door.
Oops. On my phone. Mute that. Okay.
The Ember Maw.
Indeed.
I don't think that came up in any of our other stuff that we've learned so far.
Nope. I
Well,
don't
wasn't one of
remember.
the things like a blacksmith hammer?
Yep.
Correct. This is very clearly not a blacksmith's forge. This is how the building was heated.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's
technically,
like
I
a
thought that's how
boiler.
they cremated the corpses.
Hard to say. To figure that out, you would have to open up the furnace and look.
Yeah, let's see if there's let's try to dispel some of these haunts completely. See if we can find the sources of these things.
Gelden, how often a day can you use Mage's Hand in case it's still...
Well, it's a cantrip, so
I will be casting Detect Evil,
can-
see if I
I
can
can
find
do
like
that.
body and stuff.
I can spam it.
Sure.
But it
Okay.
has a limited number
Alrighty.
how much it can lift. Keep that in mind.
Right. Okay, so there's a Detect Evil from Molden. The furnace is clearly still haunted. It's just that the haunt has been sent away for a little while.
Yep, and I would like to find a way to just get rid of it completely if possible.
Of
Knowledge
course.
religion, maybe.
Sure, go for it. Okay. So, with most haunts, the issue is finding the spirit that is haunting the thing and putting it to rest. In the case of a furnace, you assume there might be something inside the thing.
Well, let's take a look.
Alright, the door opens without effort. If you would make a perception check for me. Okay. Molden, it doesn't take long, and you have fire resistance as a tiefling, so when you find what you're looking for, it's hot to the touch, but not painfully so. Just kind of like, oh, this is a warm thing. After digging through what remains of cold ashes, you find bits of a skull, bits of a rib cage, a few finger bones, but you do find them, and they are hot to the touch. Clearly, at some point, someone was put in the fire and killed.
Yeah. Can I identify if it's like, like if it's a person, like a child, a woman, a male, anything like that?
Appears to be... It's really hard to say, because you have like bits of a rib, bits of a finger, bits of a skull, but it was clearly at least humanoid, and it was full grown.
Okay. It was full grown? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I would like to get rid of it. Channel not channel, but like disrupt undead or whatever to, put it to rest if possible.
Of course. Okay, you do so. You ping and you ping and you ping and you ping. They still remain hot to the touch. Nothing happens.
Well, like, can't I know with religion to, like bury them or something like that, or salt and burn? I don't know what to do to set them to rest. And the haunt. Completely.
If it's hot, why don't we try to put it out? That might work. There's water.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. So Molden throws the bones into the water. As he does so, steam rises from the water. And then nothing.
Still steaming? Or are they...
The steam cuts off after a couple of seconds.
Gotcha. Alright. And then I pick up the bones again in the water, and
okay, yeah.
Do they get back out?
They are no longer hot to the touch as you pick them up out of the water. The water is not deep enough that you need to like swim down.
Are they still hot, Molden?
No, I do not believe they're hot. Would any of you want to detect undead or?
I'm detecting undead, Adam.
This time, Edgar fails to detect undead.
The spirit has left them.
Sounds good. Siri, Gelden, what do you guys think? What do we do?
Keep pushing through.
Okay. So you can come back. Yeah, eagles go poof. Bang. Okay, yeah. So there is a door over here. You could, of course, go back from whence you came as well.
I'll follow you guys, whichever way we're going. Let's see.
I'd like to see what's behind this door.
Alrighty.
It may loop back around.
A perception check, if you please. Which, why am I asking? I've been rolling through this whole time. You have 21. Yahtzee is not that game. That game is blackjack. Whatever. Okay. Chewie steps into the room.
Yep.
Alrighty. Several moldy cots lay strewn around the room, while doors to smaller, more private sleeping cells hang askew, so these doors are open, north to the west. I will bang, boom, zap, and they are open. Judging from the rest of the room's decor, this must have once been the prison's infirmary.
Oh.
Well,
if it's an infirmary, they may have, the healing kits. That's it.
Medical supplies, healing kits, stuff like that?
Yeah, since we need all the healing we can get.
Indeed.
In this place. I'm
Well,
searching.
that's you, Edgar.
Okay. Well, if you'd like to search the room, that would be more perception checks. I see 2 people in the room. I see a Siri hanging in the back. Geldern's on BRB mode right now.
I am in the room, but I want Edgar to be in front still because Edgar seems to
Okay.
Yeah, Siri's the same.
Okay.
Negative damage. But the problem is he's on the phone and makes it slower to
Yeah.
respond.
Makes sense. Okay.
Woo!
So Siri moves into the room. And it's when a
Yes.
Siri moves into the room that things trigger. I'm just going to keep the same initiative if that wouldn't break anybody's heart. Because that's faster is why. As you 3 enter the room, and I guess it's relevant that Robin's not here right now. This happens, and that is man, everything has the same initiative. That's kind of convenient. Actually, I don't know why I'm complaining. Boom! Dirty 20!
I should have priority, I believe.
What is your dexterity modifier?
+2.
+2. Got it. Okie dokie. So.
My initiative modifier is like a +7 though.
Ah, fair enough. Makes sense. Okay, so as you guys enter the room, appearing basically out of nowhere, as they are wont to do, the ghostly figure of it's hard to say, just some sort of humanoid individual rises up from the center of the room as a twisted, nearly skeletal ghost. It is so rotted out, or so appearing, that it is hard to determine what it is. And Molden is first.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking. I detect evil?
Okay? Yes. Very evil.
Yep, that was my action.
Alrighty. So it's gonna go invisible as this happens, but as it appears, if everyone who's... Whoa! Oh, you moved out of the room. Fair enough. I need a Siri and I need Edgar to make will saves.
Will's a 5.
+5.
Boom.
Boom, bang. Shoot passes.
Yes.
If a Siri would also. Whenever. Okay, fair enough. So it appears it shrieks out.
There you go.
It's blood-curdling, it's mega spoopy. But you guys aren't super affected. Then it goes back to being invisible, and it's Edgar's turn.
Going invisible or visible?
Invisible.
Oh, geez.
Alright, I would like to make a diplomacy check, since I can speak the language of the dead,
Sure.
to see if it helps. I can put your soul to rest and end your suffering here if you tell me where your remains are. I shall give them a proper burial. And my diplomacy is a +1.
A +1. Alright, buddy. Bang. A total of 6. As you say this, everything in the room, and a lot of it is sharp, and a lot of it is rusty, and a lot of it is everything we're afraid of when we go to the doctor or the dentist, begins shaking violently. There is no other response.
We should leave.
Yeah, we should just get rid of it. Kill it.
Ah, darn it. I'm trying to think of what to do. I can't see it, can I?
You cannot. It is invisible.
I would like to detect undead and concentrate on it to see if I can get its exact location.
So that will
That takes 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
Oh, okay. Then that won't be worth it. Then it could have me stabbed to death by then.
Alright,
So
anything else?
I am drawing my sword. at this point.
Alrighty.
And then just standing defensively since I don't see it.
And it passes to Geldern.
You saw Molden just run out of the room.
Well, what's in the room?
Evil. Evil.
Evil!
God damn it.
Evil! That's my second mermaid man today.
Strong evil.
And, well, I can't see anything. And the only thing I see is running away teammates, so I guess I will retreat a couple of steps.
Alright.
Yeah.
Off the board! Yeah, okay, that's outside of Harrowstone, but that works. Well done. You see someone has written on the ground, strangely, first floor. Assyria. Assyria Juliana.
Asiri is going to wish her friend luck and go whoop.
Wow.
I think I need to go whoop next time.
Molden.
One second.
Love here.
I just don't know what I'm able to do to it if it's what I think it is.
Well, that's behind a religion check, my friend.
Ah, there we go. That's
And
what I will do. I will do a religion check to identify, and since it is a monster, I get +3 to this.
Dude, it's not a monster. It's a perfectly nice individual. Yeah, it's totally a monster. Okay. So it's funny that it's you making the check, because when we did Doomsday Dawn, you had to deal with one of these, and then Chewie played one of these for a little
Yep,
while.
that's what I thought it was.
The last time we
Yeah.
were in Ustalov together, why, yes, it's a poltergeist.
I think I was a poltergeist in the past life.
Actually, I think it was a parallel life.
Diplomacy.
I think it was a parallel life, not a past life.
It's a life that happens a few years. Actually, it's happening around the same time as this. Fun fact.
I feel connected to a poltergeist somewhere in Ustalov right now.
Alright, so now I know what it is. Do I know a way to keep it visible?
You do not. Short of, like, fairy fire when it becomes invisible. Or when it becomes visible again, rather. Or, like, invisibility purge, true seeing.
Yeah, which I have none of those, so...
Right.
If anybody could fight invisible creatures, then yeah, but other than that, we should probably just leave this one alone for now. Or
Understood.
channel would work.
That is very
Channels,
true.
AoEs.
Anything else from Molden?
Just gonna move further away
Seems good.
after I said, my piece.
Chewie, high or low?
High.
Okay.
What did
So,
you roll?
I rolled
A 2
That's neat.
out of a D20, or no, a 100.
Well-
So, you see... No, well, let's roll another one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. A total of 19. So I'll roll me a D19, I guess. That's a thing that exists. It's a D20, but we cut up... Not a D109. Chill, Tommy. Whoa, now. Okay. So that would have been bad. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, da. Okay. So everything in the room begins to shake. As that happens, you see a scalpel that has been sitting in... There's a window here. The windows are all gross and boarded and blackened by smoke, and you can't see out them. But they still are there, and clearly some water gun at some point. The scalpel rises up, rusted as it does so. As it flies towards you, it connects with a little vial of something or other. That vial of something or other explodes on the floor. And here we go, Chewie. I'm an invisible thing, and I'd like to throw stuff at you. Whee! Where's my attack? How I do that? It's that, Okay, here we go. It's too bad you don't weigh less than 20 pounds. That'd be so nice. Or less than
If
75
this was
pounds.
2E, your attack bonus would be a plus 12 as a poltergeist. I learned that well.
Look at you with your memory. Yeah, poltergeists are a lot stronger in 2A. Here, they're a CR that's comparable for book 1. So we're gonna do a throw. We're gonna throw a thing at you. And it does how much damage? Why does it... I guess I have to do the damage as appropriate for the poltergeist. Okay, neato. Okay, here we go. Targeting your standing AC, Mr. My Armor's in Jail. Fortunately, you're able to dodge the scalpel as it comes careening for your neck. And then it's on you, buddy.
I'm following them through that door they went to.
Sure.
Which, as soon as I can pick him up. Yeah. I think that's the door they went through. Yep, I see them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all my move.
Neato. Does anyone have anything they would like to do?
A series saving her channels for later.
Yeah, and against the poltergeist, I mean, what? I think the only thing I know how to do now is find its bones and, basically end it that way. If
Bones
there's a
are in
kid-
that room. Probably.
Yeah.
And I ain't
Fighting
going
it.
in that room.
I don't remember poltergeists, to be honest, in Pathfinder First Edition. I just remember that they're kind of annoying.
Yeah, they are.
I remember more Second Edition. That guy murdered. Yeah,
They
gonna
were
kill me.
much scarier in the places, that's for sure.
But poltergeists like to keep an area. They believe an area is theirs and don't like things messing with it. It doesn't like intruders.
It also depends on what the poltergeist is. Like, if it's a child, they might be more, like just joking around or doing things that might hurt you, but they're not exactly maleficent. Not exactly evil.
Of course.
Type of deal.
So, do
I think
Geldern,
that's what I thought.
do Geldern or Siri have anything they would like to do? Because I know we're running and holding action, basically.
Well, currently I'm looking, but I don't think I have anything I can do to get that thing.
Okay. So I'm assuming 2 held actions.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're gonna do a thing. It's well. Does Malden have anything Malden wants to do?
I will just delay until I see anything happen.
Sounds good. Okay. So I need to double check with this. Whoa-ba-ba. Okay, so this is around the time. Is Siri high or low?
We were pretty low last time. Let's go high.
Okay.
Well,
As what was once a part of a bed, now is just a board covered in rusty nails, comes hurtling your direction. It very narrowly misses some kind of bottle of red liquid. And hurtling your way, targeting your armor class, a 13.
targeting my full AC.
Indeed.
Oh, that is exactly matching my AC.
Nice.
Can I go to Defender?
Tie go to me. Tie to Defender was a house rule that I didn't understand how the game worked back in the day.
Oh,
Because I was a noob cake. Here's 3 points of bludgeoning and piercing damage as you're whacked in the chest with a rusty nail board. Ed boy.
I almost went to attack her.
Mm-hmm.
You guys need to get out of the way, regardless.
Yeah.
You both have no armor, and you both are standing in the doorway.
I'm moving. Bye.
Alright, cool. Geldern, who is now outside.
He climbed over the rubble.
Geldern continue. Oh, Geldern came back in. Welcome back, Geldern. Anything else? I'll take that as a no. We'll pass through Siri. There you are.
yep. Zero, let's go.
Anything else from Robin? I hear Robin again. I hear the birds of Dusseldorf cry out in the night.
I just said I don't really have anything against invisible things.
Roger that. Okay, Siri, you got anything for me? Except for doing a run. Okay, neato.
Run. Hold action if something... Well, nah. Just run.
Okay, sounds good. Molden.
I'll just wait here and hold disrupt undead if I see anything.
Seems good.
See the poltergeist that I've already seen.
And now things happen. Oh, I'm on the ruler. There we go. I just like humming so much. Ed boy,
Yeah.
you're up.
Leave.
Aren't you a nice?
Still moving though. Just had to scroll on the thing
Gotcha.
to get there.
And do I know if poltergeists are tied to a room or building or?
It varies from
what?
poltergeist to poltergeist.
Okay, so I would know it varies, and they could probably be tied to like a whole area.
Usually no more
Okay.
than like a place, and they're tethered to it. They can only go so far away.
Gotcha.
And I see Edgar does a move, Geldern.
Where
Continues to do a
We are
run.
experts at running away.
Why, yes, you
Run
are.
away! Run away!
Run away!
except for when
Waves
you
of
guys are grave
Robin,
robbing.
away.
Except for when you guys are grave robbing, you're not experts at running away.
No, they're experts at staying at the scene of the crime. Is Siri?
Assyria resembles that remark,
Yeah, that's accurate.
and she'll run.
Nice. Molden.
They can stay there.
I will move here just to see if I can see inside the room. Oh, I mean, just barely in the room, and then hold disrupt undead if I see poltergeist anywhere around.
Okay, seems good. All right, time for more of that sweet humming that I do.
Ready to fire that ray.
Okay. What's in this room? This was a training room. So everybody sees that in that training room, the dummies, the now moldy wood that once was spears, broken metal points, things like that, they all begin violently shaking. And, hey, Geldern, 10 to hit.
Aren't you guys in another room?
Why, yes. Does it
Which
10
means
get you?
poltergeist isn't in the
That
room.
does hit me. I actually have nothing to AC.
Nice. Have a single point of bludgeoning damage as a piece of rotten wood hits you and breaks. Moldy worms and maggots and grossness explode everywhere.
God damn it.
I gotta get some Ed and Eddie quotes, but I don't have them right now. Ed boy. And the boy! Life has many
Well-
doors, Chewie. There we go.
Life does have many doors.
Life has
And
many
that's
doors, Julie. That's a really bad Rolf. I shouldn't do that.
I would like to leave this room even more now.
Okay.
As soon as I get to the board. It's being weird. I can see what you meant by mobile.
Yeah, mobile Roll20 is not the most fun.
Just give me a moment to find the board. I leave to my character seat, go back, and I'm off the board where I'm zoomed in at.
Okay. Well, you
I
go
would like to go the way we came in, if that helps you, since
Gotcha.
I'm having trouble.
5, 10, how expertly, 15, 20, 30. You dodge the hole and run back towards from whence you came, Geldern.
He doesn't have any attack. He might as well double move, right?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
That's fair. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 back into the auditorium. Geldern does a run. Is Siri Gilliana?
So, can I make a knowledge check to determine if something was thrown in this room? Does that mean that the haunt is in that room, or does that mean that it's just like still over here but controlling something here?
Yeah, sure. That's a religion check.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
You got this, shaman. I imagine.
With any luck.
I mean, is literally you. Okay. What's my CR again? I keep thinking that a poltergeist is like CR7. It's much, much, much weaker here. Okay. Yeah, based on the fact that things are shaking in the training room, it stands to reason that's where the poltergeist is right now.
All right.
Then I know what I want to do.
I did not want to have to do this, but I think I'm going to have to break out a channel because it's definitely following us.
Okay.
So I'm going to 5 foot Adair. And then actually let me double check, make sure. Do you need any healing? I don't think so. You're good.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm completely good.
You are the only person who would be... Oh, well... He's there, so... Yeah, I guess I'll move. Instead of a 5 foot, go about there.
Okay.
Center-ish of the room. And do the 2d6, I believe. Yeah. Here we go.
Okay.
8 points of damage.
What's
Or
my,
healing.
What's my DC?
That's a good question, because it's not a spell.
1 second. So it's not damage or healing. You must channel energy in first edition
Yes.
to harm the undead or heal the living. It's not
Oh,
both.
gotcha. Okay, to harm the undead then.
Okay. So, doing a scroll. How's that work? How you do that? How this was making 10 plus half your level plus your wisdom.
Okay. So that would be 10 plus half my level would be still 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then plus my wisdom plus 2, so 3.
All right. The room,
13.
The room begins to shriek and shake. But that's all that happens.
Well,
Anything else for you?
nope.
Nice. All right, Malden.
I am looking for a body.
Okay, make a perception check.
Natural 20.
So you do find a lot of things. None of them are bodies. There
Of
are...
course.
Here we go. Treasure. What treasure is it, though? It's that treasure right there. So, amongst the clutter, there are several valuable objects. Some of them will need to be identified with medicine, nature, etc. For now, you do notice definitely 2 fully stocked healer's kits. And a grand total of... I'll put it in groups, is what I'll do, because they definitely look different. There are 3 vials of a viscous black liquid, 2 vials of a closer to greenish in color, 2 doses of kind of a reddish, one of which is, the third is shattered on the ground, but 2 remain. 3 doses of salt that have been put in like a little package. 4 very clearly potions. The others are not potions. They appear to be some kind of alchemical poultice. And I'm going to attack a Siri one time before we call it a night. Shake, rattle, and roll! I guess Molded's done, right? I should...
Yeah, if I'm able to take the loot and leave, then I'll take the loot and leave.
Well, that happened.
It's going to take a while to find the stuff. The poltergeist misses wildly, and my friends, that is where we're going to call it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. They didn't die to poison, they didn't die to plagues, they didn't die to flamey boys, they didn't die to haunts, but will they die to the poltergeist? You'll just have to tune in next week to find out, won't you? Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. I'm doing my best to kill them. I am. They got wands of exactly what they needed, and that's not fair. Whatever. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.